would have prepped, not knowing that it was returning to the pool and tried to stick to it. So
maybe it comes out, but like, yeah, maybe not at this event now. We're not sure. I mean, yeah, sometimes you get a new map, but it's just like there was just no notice at all.
There was none.
None.
Yeah.
So if a couple days given, maybe we'd see Anubis come through, but for now, unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna have to wait another day.
Full transparency, there was so little notice, I almost thought maybe we shouldn't do it.
Yeah, but also it's like, let's do it.
Yeah. Chaos, baby.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. So Aurora, one of the teams back in Budapest who certainly had a disappointing major. Able to lift a trophy for the first time last season, but weren't able to replicate that success at the final event of the year.
That would have been extra special. And that was a struggle, man, when they won Bucharest. They were going through it emotionally. I think they all looked kind of mad at each other even when they won. It was hard, but they played well.
We go back to the start of 2024. Aurora with a great bounty performance there, toppled by Spirit in the grand finals. Now we've got a Norbert exit out through Palace for the opening kill of this map. Wikadia's going to go down with nothing. Good shot from Mizu. The challenge out of Xantares yet to come, but he's still just sitting back on ticket, buying his time.
There's Soulfly's first kill. 3-on-4 retake Xantares. 1 HP. Does it matter with Xantares on a pistol?
I don't think so, but really deep jungle control, that could make the difference. That's Kalash. Inside of the window corner, tucked in. Xantares trying to take to the top of ticket. That's a fully displayed body with 1 HP to try to work with, and now it's the only thing left. Beautiful cleanup here by Mizu. 3 kills on the round for him, 2 for Norbert, and that A-site defense crumbles under the threat of HOTU.
It's a very good attack. And again, another, I think, contrast between a team that had a player break and then one that didn't. Like Aurora definitely took their time off. And because I think of all teams, they were the story besides, okay, Vitality were the team that had the most reason to need a break and everything because they're going so deep in every tournament. But it was Aurora who were attending way more. There's every single event and then constantly citing the fact that they were exhausted. So I'm sure I mean, I can't imagine they touched CS very much in like over the Christmas break. And I don't know, I can't speak for them. But they have Soulfly as well they need to onboard. So the work never ends, really. You can sleep when you're dead.
Yeah, exactly. Although this is a team that does still feature
Norbert never sleeps.
Oldest ever top 20 HLTV player in Xantares at the ripe age of 30 years old. The first to ever do that. So don't forget about him. Katie has found Sanctuary still posted inside this window. This force buy situation from Aurora with MP9s in front of HOTU's connector setup. Gonna find vision on Mizu. Bloxic Scout with the headshot. Love to see something like that, but Kalash swings out with the AK, catches one. Norbert in from Palace as well for the man advantage, but striking the player on Cat as he falls.
Ooh, they don't know about Madger.
Duke Fissura down, Madger tries to strike, and that's gonna be Norbert down to only 3 points of health. Tough bomb recovery here, 30 seconds. It's a sprint back, covered by the smoke, and even then still taking damage on the cross, but Kalash hangs on with a 1/4 HP.
They just want to find him. There's no cover, but I mean, it's totally fine. You've got default. Still an HP advantage somehow.
Try to evening it out, but not the case. Norbert from down beneath gets popped, and it's going to be the Aurora force buy to get onto the board. That MP9 from stairs kind of stifles the connector attack, and a well-caught timing in middle with the Cat player jumping down. That's what put it in the 2v2 where Aurora close out.
We're already seeing some interesting nade lineups out of HOTU. We're getting some good shots being hit as well, but even with all that, low guns is all they need. Kalash's shot, I thought, was like that sealed the fate here of Aurora. It was a clean round out of him, but couldn't keep track of these MP9s. And honestly, I think there are very few teams better than Aurora on MP9s. Norberto. You never thought you'd ever look at Norbert, go, this is the most experienced player on the lineup.
Major champion,
baby.
Major
champion as well. All grown up.
You can't take it away from him. Between him and Mo. Meant to bring that to the table for HOTU. You were saying
That's
HOTU looked good at Pro League?
Yeah,
that was an event that impressed you?
Took some big wins. They were just tearing through it. It felt like they were the new Monty for a second at Pro League, but lots of proving to do still for them. A lot of new stories on this team. And I feel like still some stuff to figure out about Aurora because I'm a Jota guy.
Okay, that's fair.
So it feels like of the problems they had, I had no idea Jota was even on that list.
Yeah, when Jota joined, that was kind of the tale of Aurora. It was like this guy slot in and
the best Aurora
everything.
ever, yeah.
You know, and he'd have great maps on an individual level, but more than anything, it just felt like he unlocked a lot of options for Aurora, and that's when suddenly they were able to kind of gel and find success, and the camaraderie looked better, and the team play worked well, and their results were excellent.
He wasn't like the guy you would even see getting super tilted a lot. That was really like Xantares, you know, but Xantares obviously is the best player on the team consistently throughout the year.
I think now this season, it'll be the question, was Jota the scapegoat?
Yeah.
It's a big question to ask.
And what were they running from?
Themselves, Launders. But I think you've also still got the talented pieces, right?
Yeah.
Wacadia
made my top 20 list. This last year, I had some weird ass criteria, man. I thought one of the tests I would do in my head was like, could I see this player on FaZe Clan?
Okay.
And he passed that test. It's something about that Kerrigan, because he might have the most random teammates ever. You know, like
That's
Jacob
fair.
could join the team or whatever.
Sure.
Couldn't you picture Wacadia working on FaZe Clan?
Yeah.
So
I see what you're talking about.
yeah, you know, like I feel like if you can't say that about everyone. There's like a certain type of player. So
Would Zywoo be on FaZe Clan?
I feel like Zywoo could work anywhere. Yeah. Zywoo could work anywhere for sure.
In the French Parliament, perhaps one day.
In the office?
Said he could work anywhere.
Oh, yeah, true.
Got my vote.
You allowed to do that?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that would be voter fraud. But I mean, I'll mail in a ballot from Quebec or something, you know?
Good. Anything to get Zywoo in office. Maybe he could just be our prime minister.
All right, listen, our friend Macron wanted to get esports into France. I say we start taking over Parliament.
Let's make him regret it.
The esports revolution.
Hey, no laughing during tech pauses.
It's nice to see the Aurora spirits high. Enjoy it while you can, boys. It's day one of the year.
You had a good joke about the Aurora at the... Was it Turkish fans?
Yeah, never ever mention Turkish fans.
And never ever don't mention Turkish.
And never ever don't.
Yeah.
You pick your battle, but it's a battle either way.
Yeah.
And you know what? I know it comes from passion. I know it comes from love of the game.
And now they're like, oh, I got, you know, I don't have Astralis anymore. I got Aurora.
Yeah.
So who else do I got?
Well, I feel like that's about it.
There's
brother.
a couple of teams really, but not many.
Aurora and the Mongols.
Aurora, Spirit, Mongols. And for some reason, FaZe.
The first team to go international. They started it all, and I forgive them.
No sense.
You got to forgive. You got to forgive and forget.
Well, you know, the story with them is that... Why are we talking about FaZe right now?
Because you're on the broadcast.
Yeah. Well, you know, just like with Snappy as well, you tie it into even more players, that some players never got the chance to play... You know, well, Kerrigan got removed from Astralis, or Snappy never got the chance to play with Danish players, so they went international. So that's kind of why I gave them a pass. Because they couldn't if they wanted to.
Right.
They tried. So when do Aurora go international? And who do they pick up?
I don't know, man. It feels like nobody can get picked up anymore, right? Apex's quote on HLTV with Sponge.
Well, that's why maybe you get like some of the, just everyone going for underrated picks. I mean, you have Jacob, you have Ryu going to Astralis. And full credit to Aurora. They've had a great feeder system, actually.
Yep.
That's what brought them Jota. That's what created xCloud. Like, they're one of the best academy stories. Absolutely.
I think in a world where we have these hyper expensive buyouts and whatnot, and roster changes in international teams are hard to make, it does actually give a slight edge to if you're speaking in a local, less popular language.
Yeah.
Assuming that the other Turkish players
the
aren't
dream
getting
team.
scooped up by others, you know. But like, if you are from Mongolia, you want to make it in Tier 1 Counter-Strike, you can go play for the Huns, and if you can, they're so far removed actually.
But then you hope one day you get to the Mongols.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you play for. I suppose when it comes to Turkish Counter-Strike, you're still so much closer to Europe, and I feel like you just have more English speakers there in general, that you can get around it.
But we don't have
xCloud.
how many other
example, right?
Yeah, right.
That's like the example.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of bit my tongue here, because you don't have an xCloud in Mongols.
Yeah.
Or rather, in Mongolia.
And maybe didn't the Mongols actually entertain the thought of JL?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, that
they
was
sent him an
real
invite
for a second.
and he never responded.
Kind of wild. Both of those
I didn't know JL was that kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know, JL, I truly believe that if I needed help, I could message JL and he'd show up. And I don't even really know the guy.
Yeah.
But he's that kind of nice guy.
Yeah, he has that.
Imagine
aura.
Mzinho comes knocking on your door and you just leave it locked.
You don't even respond. Left him out in the cold.
It's all right. It's where he does his best work. Maybe JL was on the drifting course.
I was just picturing him drifting to Mzinho's house.
You rang? JL.
So no xCloud. It's Soulfly now.
Change that surprised us.
And it does show you there is strength. There's underrated strength in Turkey. But let's see if they can solve all their problems.
You know what, folks? Let's give y'all a break. 3 minutes. Launders and I will be right back with you, okay? Sit put, folks. It's Aurora versus HOTU, tied 1-1.
Sit put.
Majors are not banana cups. If you ask a player would they rather win Cologne or a major, no one will ever say Cologne unless Cologne is a major, and that's because of the prestige. If the play is going to be iconic, you got to start in playoffs. The crowd on the crowd mics, the call has to be so good from the casters just to complement that play perfectly. Just the right amount of surprise and awe, and the reaction, just the raw reaction of the room. So I think it's just about the audience. For me, my favorite major final was the Astralis versus Virtus Pro. And this was right when Astralis had picked up Glaive. This was very interesting because Kerrigan was a much more revered IGL. But the one thing Glaive brought to that major and to Astralis was he solved their choking issue. He made a series of calls on that T-side comeback on Train, and it was a bunch of very aggressive confidence plays at a moment where if they lost the next round, they probably would have just lost the entire series and lost the major. And that was the first of the 4 majors that they won. At a major where there's the most pressure, Glaive was the best option. And I think that was a really key point for both Astralis and honestly Denmark as a whole. When you look at FaZe at Boston, one of the most iconic images was Nico blown up on the Jumbotron. As hard as that might be for him to think about or go back and watch, that's one of the things you remember the most. Stewie being the guy who was the player that made Cloud9 into a winning team and made Cloud9 into a team that was top 6 that year. So the best sort of NA team that we'd seen in forever. And then for him to have the clutch moment to bring the team to overtime, it's not about the skill anymore, it's about who's good under pressure, and Stewie was that for Cloud9. I think that one will be forever iconic for me. I would never want to have to go through what FaZe went through at Boston. But in terms of how much emotion came out of that, it's sort of irreplaceable as a moment in history.
And we're back with Aurora and HOTU. Tied 1-1, remember? Off of the force buy from Aurora, if your memory's shorter than mine. And so, get locked in, folks, because we've got this AK still for Duke Fissura. That's a threat towards top middle. As Aurora go for the spam, no damage connects, and the bomb sits back. How do HOTU recover momentum?
Let's see who can mentally live in the moment better than the other.
There's a lot of ruckus in middle at the start of this round, but Aurora taking that quick peek into the palace pays off. Norbert's dead. We'll see how many times Norbert actually falls victim to a Xantares that feels confident enough to go hunting like that. Norbert loves to linger around up in the apps.
Think he's a loiterer?
Maybe. Could be.
It's a crime.
Wicadia.
Ooh, sharpness, man, out of Wicadia.
There goes the AK. Tapped back by a pistol, of course. So good efforts here from HOTU to get anything going. Any kind of death, any damage, any economic problems racked up versus Aurora would be great, but it falls down to just Mizu. And as he goes stomping towards his one kill towards jungle, which he will finish off. His gun gets dry. Xantares collects a third. And that, folks, is Aurora right back to it off of the force buy in round 2. Rifles work out. And remember, this is now them with 3 AK-47s as well. So this economy propped up by HOTU's shortcomings.
I mean, yeah, the Aurora aim's looking pretty damn solid so far. Obviously, if you missed it, it was an MP9 affair, MP9 and Scout affair that won them that conversion. HOTU will have to save again. Oh no. That one didn't even really exist.
I missed you. I missed you, Launders.
Merry Christmas.
Get ready. We got a busy year. Everybody. Counter-Strike doesn't stop. Madger knows that. So trying to press into what could be the setup. HOTU. The solo Kalash Desert Eagle.
They just know it's coming. Even hold their grenades a little bit longer. Oh no, that molly comes out. Yeah, they're just gonna have to brute force this one.
They've been allowed a lot of space here. Desert Eagle still looking for its one. Wicadia gonna make quick work of that as he also burns off the rest of the pack. Down to 30 seconds. AK is gonna be down beneath them. Soulfly catching Norbert. Yeah, not what HOTU were looking for at the start of the game. Pistol, great. Glock finds Madger. That is it. That is all. And so still, majority rifles saved and move forward. Aurora go up to the 3-1 start.
Bit of a flat move here, but not a lot to work with, so they don't have to think about it too much. Again, seeing some new stuff with the utility lineups and such. Let's see if they can bring that into the next rifle round. Oh, well, that's some new utility for 2026.
Op stays on it. Duke Fissura behind boxes. Bomb to his right. Welcoming the spam back. Xantares yet to pull the trigger, then starts the spam through. No, it's the player still behind him. Hoping to catch them off. You'll get that one bullet to the head of Frontails. Man advantage for HOTU, though, off their efforts in middle. Oh, Wicadia gets blasted out of this one. Comfortable looking 4v2. Bomb, though, still top mid. That's going to be stalled out for a second. Norbert wide into Madger, and Soulfly's gone unnoticed, but they're going to have another opening over towards B in contrast to what it felt like for a second. And maybe leaving that bomb ends up being a blessing. It'll charge towards B. Vacant site for the taking.
Yeah, good idea here. It's going to be a little late for Madger to stop this. He'll jump by the window, but will he clear E-Box?
Does damage. That's Duke Fissura down.
Definitely thinking about it. This flash will help him, actually.
And right now, it's a 2v2 because this third piece of HOTU is still far removed.
Are they actually kind of walking away, though? Yeah, it looks like they are. Maybe just they don't know where the third piece is and how he's going to get involved. Okay, so we'll take a step back.
Okay.
My voice just disappears at a certain octave. Like, I don't even have one.
And so, let him have it. Uh-oh. Awkward. One survivor per side on this one. HOTU closed that gap. What's the money like? It's fine. Got to think back to the force buy victory in round 2.
It's a bit of a weird round because, yeah, Woxic guys in the back to the spam, and they're so sure that Xanteris is floating in the smoke. They're getting good spam in on him. And obviously, sometimes he makes that move happen. But that was just kind of like a slow death that they couldn't stop, basically.
Felt like he got committed to a position, but then kind of didn't even want to be there anymore.
But you can't really leave.
No, and you can't shoot too early or else they're just going to continue with the spam.
Yeah.
So that one corner kind of fizzles out.
Oh, corner.
That's my inner pimp.
Ho's mad.
And another opening kill to the favor of HOTU. Now, this time, it's most of the money dried up for Aurora into it. That buffer they built with the force buy win evaporates by the time we hit round 6. And a 5v4 to start.
Seeing more and more, and the bomb with that one.
Inside of the cat corners, Madger. Duke Fissura down, and so man advantage recovered. Frag grenade's gonna land well, right on front tails, but still, he'll win his duel. Xantera is quick into the back of sight while Norbert goes deep through jungle. And that, again, is gonna be another one of these mid-round moments where the rotate could pull the wool over the eyes of Aurora. Jumping off at the top of the stairs, though. Front tails kind of throws caution to the wind, and that's gonna cost him. That's the bomb just kind of chucked all the way into the site as well. What a difficult cross this will be now, but one that is forced upon them. Soulfly comes out losing half his health with a second kill, and they have to still push forward through him. Woxic to be the last test. And a frag grenade chips him down to 43. Fine with that one. Mizu popped. Kalash to 8 seconds. Picks up bomb to the other side of triple. Woxic's gonna gun him down off the plant, dodges the shot, and will win out with a jumping Galil headshot.
That was a zany round, man. That had a lot going on. And for it to end that way, well, that was just a cherry on top. Unfortunate miss there for Woxic. It kind of had him painted into a corner, so all he had to really do was just land that one shot. Conversely, jumping was the right option. So it's a win inside of middle. This one's funny, but obviously the flash just doesn't work as well. They did throw one.
Hey, just get that off cycle. You can kill him however you want. Now down to the pistols. Dodge the flash, but can't avoid death. Quick stomp and a fallback.
They're looking like a team that can successfully tilt Aurora.
And if you can tilt Aurora, you can beat Aurora.
Yeah. Soulfly kind of looks like Vu with hair.
From this distance, we are sat across the room after all. And Norbert loves a little palace play. No shocker to see him right back in it. Mizu's trying to crank that dial to come through with the commitment, and Woxic sees the timing to just try to slot this 5-7 into the side of HOTU, but Madger,
oh my goodness.
I can't be doing that with the knife out, brother.
Oh yeah, but what about another pistol you wouldn't expect on your way back?
Popped. Mizu, because he kept his gun out, See, notice how everybody who doesn't have a gun in their hand dies. Doesn't matter what team you're on, doesn't matter what position.
Your odds of being able to shoot back go way down when you don't have your gun out.
Hold the gun. At the very worst, the sidearm. You need the extra speed, I get it.
Okay, so here, without your gun out, it's going to be okay.
There it is. Every player who didn't have a gun in their hand died.
Maybe the tilt comes from within. It's your own decisions. I was not even watching. He knew they were going to win.
So an Aurora pause. Remember when they were laughing?
We always forget how little move speed you even gain from having your knife out. Like at the very worst. Pistol.
Yeah, just run with the pistol. And to be fair, that last one
we
was
pay a lot for these
inside.
knives, though. I get it.
Dude, that's true. And everybody knows your gloves look the best with the knife in hand, but there's one, there's two, and there's three. This one, he literally
Got to give someone a break, I guess, but
yeah, it's the underpass player. He was
it doesn't
done
add to
for
our
no matter
narrative.
what. And we're here to sell snake oil. Maui snake oil.
He's not even from Oahu. Or wait, Maui.
Yeah. At least for Aurora, the guns are back online. No longer hanging on to free AK-47s either. This is a HOTU T-side lead.
They come into the map very quiet on these T rounds, and I mean, Aurora aren't making a lot of noise themselves, so we'll see if this results in a raw duel. Looking for a time to do. Not gonna flash connector.
Oy, oy, oy.
Yeah. Well,
Give it away, why don't you? Let them know you're trying to boost bottom mid. Missed boost.
soiled
Let's
that a
let
little
Terez
bit.
know all he needs to. He'll fall back to 30 damage. And a Molotov meets them on the catwalk approach. So Wicadia trying to find a time to tether with Xanterez and possibly the op as well, but Woxic goes for the big rotation. Wicadia tries to get flashed around Cat, but Duke Fissura on the attack. Xanterez in with one, Madger's gonna be toppled. Good on the multi-kill of Xanterez here. But Woxic's op has been revealed inside of the market. Trying to test the waters on site. Fast Cat flank from Xanterez, and Woxic finds one. He's gonna be caught out in the open. Soulfly comes through with a helping hand.
Ooh,
And
Kalash
Kalash, bomb planted in front of him, goes to the market side.
nice try.
Xanterez comes up massive with a triple kill, finding each of those duels at the perfect moment to tie this game at 4.
Kind of insane that they do that without any kills in the site. That's just Xanterez with 3 from the periphery. Nicely done. 10-second stick, but it was locked in. And a good effort from Kalash, who ended with 3, I think. 2 kills entering.
Awkward miss boost. This flash looked good, but it goes past Duke. Wow, that's how he got it, huh? And the jungle hold. That was a pretty high octane shot as well for Woxic to come out with, because if that player's allowed to just sit on the window, I don't see a world where Soulfly catches the angle that he did.
It's nice to see a call out like that every once in a while, though. Like the guy, you know, the guy who's playing on default, like never peaks. So why not try to punish him sometimes? Oh, nice kill.
Like a book.
Well played, Front Tails.
And guess what? Norbert's in Palace again.
Well, he is a king.
Luckily for him, doesn't have to deal with Xanterez this time. Not yet, anyways. Occupied with middle instead. HOTU, let them know that they're close. It's a critical round considering the economy of HOTU down to and Mac 10 here for Duke Fissura. Everything invested. And a lot of mid momentum gained. Oh, flash this time doesn't work for the T's. Good shot from Frontail's back. Keep this even, but Voxic's got your head over top of the staircase. Soulfly keeps himself tucked down. Welcomes the challenge, but then a bit of a labored effort here. Norbert's still alive. Bomb down inside a connector at 35 seconds. Norbert tries to go for the wide swing. That's going to confirm both players inside of that A site. Smooth moves here from Kalash.
Yeah, it'll make a fast run, hoping that this isn't watched on the cross, but it doesn't matter. CTs are a little slow to get here anyways.
Lands every bit of small movement in that. Doesn't get caught on any corners. No clipping.
Oh, that was beautiful too.
Yeah, he plays
Nice
KZ
try.
a little too long and finds himself clipped on the cross.
Yeah, I mean, I guess running that way on the van would have made that shot a little bit easier, but he was just so close to totally getting away with it. Feels like we might be due for a clutch from him. Well, they just get off the bomb?
They did.
Oh, okay, doesn't matter. Going to get a gun.
Soulfly finding flashbangs. And the Woxic 3K puts Aurora back in the lead.
What a clear.
Off of 4v5 as well. Wacadia's round was very short-lived.
That's crazy. Reading that peak. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I was like,
okay.
Wait, how did he even?
All right. Respect.
That's a nasty shot. Yeah,
Okay.
really ruined that beautiful moment. The movement moment of the day.
You could tell Kalash was just in the flow.
He was in it. He's feeling it.
Fast swing out top middle here from Norbert. That's 5 Desert Eagles across the board for HOTU, so let's see what they come through with. $3,500 invested. You need at least one, and they found it. But Wacadia from downtown with the frag grenade.
They're going to milk this one. We've already seen it. Oh, no. Thought they could catch him off guard. Was there anyone on your top 20 that you thought should be there?
I don't have a top 20 launcher.
Oh, ooh, wait a second. Maybe it'll be Frontails this year. Pull it around like this.
That's an early front runner in Frontails.
The best of the year so far.
That's what he's working towards, but Soulfly's already got around the catwalk corner, so retake's coming in lickety-split now. And they're going to start slicing through the options. Wacadia is on a bit of a tear. 4 kills this round, making up for the one prior where he died instantly. 6-4 the lead for Aurora. Remember, all made possible off of the round 2 force buy. But no, Mo, I don't put the effort into making my own list. I think it's very daunting, actually. I have respect for, like, you, Maui. I believe Banks has a 20. It's just, it's a lot of work. You know?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. And to differ away from the official HLTV list, I mean, that takes some balls. But,
well, I guess that's why we made him, because we disagree sometimes.
yeah, you know, I like to sit back and I take all your guys' opinions and I steal them.
Yeah, I mean, there are lots of lists now, so at a certain point, don't need many more. But I'd still like to see yours, Connor.
Zaiwu number 1.
And who's your bold prediction for next year? I actually didn't do that.
Ooh. Lake.
Let's go. Love that.
You know, G2's newest player. Where do they come up with this stuff?
They do need a coach.
Same play we've seen before. HOTU clearing cat and then into the window boost. Not too much pressure applied by Aurora this time around either. You know, we've had a lot of presence inside of the window. Wacadia kind of perched up at times, but not here. And so they're allowed to just walk out with the frag.
Okay.
Kalash with the window controls, good for it. And finally something comes back for Aurora, but it's only the one. Norbert's been afforded space.
Norbert doesn't know that they're up here. He could check this, but...
All while the bomb heads B though, so Norbert's got them hook, line, and sinker. As Wacadia He's going to find Norbert with his back turned. It's going to be a late realization here by Aurora that the bomb has gone to B.
It's a long rotate. It's 3v3. It's a round where they have kits and a round where they have utility. But this bomb is about to be a third of the way gone by the time they get here. Let's see if it matters. HOTU can be a little bit tight in these moments. You got to make sure you cover each other.
2 kits. They put that Molotov exactly where it's got to go. Frag grenade. Bit more chip damage, and the doorway held well. First one's clean, and the second just as quick. Duke Fissura with the double to close.
3 in total.
HOTU trying to keep this game tied going into the second half.
They found some good routing there to get over towards the B site. Some of these rounds, I feel like Norbert has been like, he's just been getting caught off as a lurker in a lot of these spots. But the way they're slipping into window, into connector, it's working out a lot.
I think he's been caught off, but funnily enough, I feel like Aurora have also maybe taken more time than they need to sometimes to get him. You know, like he's not getting away with a lot, but just being around is still somehow putting HOTU in solid spots. And it's a solid spot to close the half, because here we are with Pistol and MP9 back in hand for Major and Xantares.
And they come into these starts of these rounds very quietly. And it's not Aurora just giving them a hard time in mid. I mean, the times they've tried it, like Aurora's gotten punished. So I feel like they feel a little bit uncomfortable about trying to make their openings aggressive. And also, well, here's a round where they have almost no utility. It's going to be reactive.
Again, one where they don't interrupt this mid setup whatsoever. Flash here inside a connector to maybe try to change that. It pops, their turn. That's what we're looking for, but not able to get an additional kill here. Duke Fissura pops Xantares on the cap play. Soulfly tries to squeeze into Palace. You know you're hunting down Norbert, but you never know which way he's coming in from. And this round, it is a change-up. All while Mizu catching Soulfly, pushing into Palace with 8 health. Any util's gonna keep him locked into that position. And it's going to force Aurora's hand into the 3v3 retake here to try to close out this half.
Just don't walk into this op.
Mizu doubles back. Norbert's been afforded his position on ramp this entire time. Oof, but the 5-7 slips up through connector.
They wanted to delay it a little longer because of this Palace wrap.
AK-47 down to 4 bullets as well. Awkward here for Mizu. He'll be blindsided by Soulfly, who eventually comes back on 8 health. Norbert trying to make it happen, covers the crossover. Now he's locked into the corner. Op is on the prowl. Woxic's gonna find it. Jumps on with 10 seconds. It's gonna cut it close.
Wow, really close.
Yes,
Does he even
sir.
have it?
No, he's got to try. Hanging on for dear life. Down to the final second. Point 4 is where HOTU will tie this game up. 6 rounds on the T side. In the process, Apex gets the better of his teammate. Now, he's got the utility to keep Donk out of this.
He knows he's gonna swing.
Okay!
He knows.
Apex, baby!
It's a fact. Charge your mouse, charge your mouse.
Look, it's plugged in. Yeah, it's plugged in. There we go.
Char, even though you win, we love you. Okay, madame.
La 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 la. Vitality.
I'm gonna make sure that I always put 100% effort into it.
Don't know if that's coming through.
Then you know you lose this timing that you get with the element of surprise. It's like worth it to almost lose a player
He
there.
wants you, baby. He wants you. You wish you would be here. Jimmy. Even in the fucking train on pop, you shoot me.
All tied up by the time we get to the end of that first half. Good rebuttal by HOTU. And remember, they lost some of their early momentum because of the Aurora force by Mohan.
Yeah, I thought that Aurora were actually just going to really run away with it because their aim looked good and they were super solid. But to be honest, it felt like, yeah, they had some sleeper ideas coming into this half where they starved them out inside of middle. They punished them, made them play a little too passive, and then they started to speed up as the rounds went on. So HOTU got what they wanted in their own way, and it took a little bit of time, but going 6-6 versus Aurora, that's not easy.
Now that Aurora interview, right? Madra says he just needs more people that are willing to go in when need be. Let's see if Soulfly is going to slot into that. Again, the desk said
that part
plenty
I
of
don't
those.
really get that.
Yeah, right.
You have Xantares. You have yourself. You have Xantares. You have Okadia, and you have Woxic.
Yeah, we need a little more though.
Maybe a little less.
We need more Soulfly.
Some Soul Walk.
Not sure if it's what they need, but it's what he alluded to. Right now on the pistol, set up in the perimeter of A. Nobody to defend within it for HOTU. Aha! Xantera is going to clip Norbert. Acadia with the rapid headshot as well. Finally, something comes back here for HOTU. 3v4, but 14 health on frontails. Not ideal with this P250 breathing down your neck. Yikes.
Oh, he got by that, but still window control for the T side.
Kalash has got the retake rolling. Kid on Mizu. And Kalash's headshot. Interesting. This defuse kit is going to have to stick this out in the open, and the connector player's the one that's going to have vision. Kalash trying to get the better of it. And as that kit exchanges hands onto frontails, he knows he is doomed. He is just going to try to stick this. Down to 1.4 seconds. Xantera is out wide to end it with the P250. Finishes what he started and puts Aurora back in the lead.
Yeah, good kills back and forth, but no upset pistol here for HOTU. Would have had to have been a 3v5. Those first two kills just ran in so much space, and Control taking over window and Cat at the same time.
Kalash is trying his damnedest coming through with those clean USPs.
He's had moments. I feel like maybe we get something big out of him today.
Unlikely this round though. Double Desert Eagle for HOTU in this one.
Movement players only need deagles. That's what they do.
Good movement boosts the deagle, and a good deagle will boost your movement.
Yeah. What kind of knife does he have as well? That can help.
Probably a butterfly. Makes you move faster. The Duke peeks around and finds a lot of players coming up through connector. Ooh, almost caught off guard with Cadia, but still able to survive it. Norbert's melon smashed. And an uncontestable A-site bomb plant.
They should have just played Anubis.
I forgot about that. We're going to Nuke instead, huh?
Yeah, they could have played Anubis.
We got out of bed today. I thought, you know what? I'm excited to cast Anubis again because I knew we were casting Aurora, and I thought it was a guaranteed. Just like this post plant is for Aurora. 4 players maintain control of the situation, go up 8-6.
It actually could have been FaZe if they didn't get eliminated earlier.
That's a good point.
Kerrigan said he was looking forward to it.
Wow, FaZe are out of the tournament.
They're gone.
Life comes at you fast. From major grand finals. You see, the problem for FaZe, though, is that
showdown.
This format doesn't have a Swiss group that you can go down 0-2 in first.
They can't power up.
That's really what they needed. BLAST Bounty's not made for FaZe. Another?
Yeah. They're stealing HOTU's smokes. It's the innovation that we're getting out of the lower tiers.
It's just the Christmas break ring rust. You know, we're all a couple pounds heavier.
I did a 3-day fast.
All right. I'm a couple pounds heavier. Xantares wants somebody to try to hold them back, but it's just Norbert on catwalk that he'll probably walk into. Tucked into connector now as the rest of his team have already exited out through ramp and palace. Bomb on Wikadia's back trying to cross over, and we get 2 flashbangs sent deep into Ticket. It's enough to blind HOTU.
They can't find anybody.
Now, wall of smokes is up. You've still got Xanterras inside of connector. And now Madger finally sees a CT. All this effort out of Aurora, bomb plant and everything included, and they only now start to find duels here in the 15th round of play. And those duels they found are the only duels they're gonna find.
He didn't even hit him.
Walks away scot-free.
Didn't even hit him once. He's slippery, that Madger. Well, that's your dream round. You get into the site for free. You get the bomb plant down with no deaths. You find 1 kill, you win.
And the whole entire time you had that insurance policy of having Xanterras tucked inside a connector who, guess what, also had nobody to shoot at the entire time.
Yeah.
Feels like you lost this round before it even started if you're HOTU.
Oh, little peek ski here over top of the smoke for Xanterras. No one's inside a connector. Norbert's around it. Oh my goodness, could he not see soon? They're just playing Metal Gear Solid right now. Loading the perimeter. Oh, what is that?
Trying to nip away at his heels, but instead it's going to be the first 2 kills the way of Aurora. You get him to flood out into your jungle holes, but Norbert can only do so much with this one. 2 players on half health here for the Aurora 3v2. Bomb down in T-spawn, though, and it's about to be found. But he's stomping, right? Remember that. Xanterras top middle would have heard that. Looks like Kalash will get into the Palace corner if he wants to. Yeah, ahead of Xanterras' hunt behind him.
And we've got Soulfly watching ramp right now.
Yeah, Xanterras again. You know somebody's pushed through your spawn.
And they also know that Frontails is in CT. They're just playing containment. This peak is going to come out with an MP9.
And it should blindside Xanterras. Yes, sir. Worried that he had gone towards ramp instead. Now Soulfly knows he's tasked to come back and grab this. Got to find this 1v1. Smoked off. He's going to have to challenge through. There's no time otherwise. And a really well-played move here by Kalash.
Oh, yeah.
The timing on catching Xanterras, going into the smoke to really cause desperation after flustering Aurora, who had footing on that bomb site, but didn't have the bomb to go with it.
Yeah, definitely. They entrusted him to go back and get that. They didn't try to group up. And, you know, maybe they should have because they were concerned that they knew that someone had pushed. They just didn't know where exactly. So it's an awkward moment where the bomb gets caught on the flank. But in this moment, should the bomb have not been there in the first place at all? They're already fully committed to taking A, right?
Yeah.
They already, yeah.
It was Xanterras top middle that was tasked to come back. You know, he heard that flank and all, but lo and behold, enemy in the back line, and the lead gets cut down to 2.
HOTU.
Oh no. That's your Blast Bounty joke of the day. Frontails in front. Willing to go down to 40 health for that attempt, but comes up with nothing.
Oh, it's going to be a trouble. I mean, last time they left the site open. The flank could go down. They're going to have to retake it. Frontails is so low.
There we go. That'll help for Aurora.
Oh, nice.
Mizu spams back through it. Xanterras from top stairs, though. Yep, lines up both headshots point blank. We go back 2v2, but Xanterras has been cleared off at the staircase, and Soulfly unable to plant in the process. Finds Frontails first. 100 health, both sides. A killer piece of the insta headshot as the flash pops. And Soulfly's got himself a clutch for Aurora's 10th.
There we go. Center stage, the new guy here, Soulfly. Very well done. The flash worked. The jump out was just a second too soon. And, well, he obviously had him scared because he didn't even need to do that. He was ready to go for the raw fight. one right here is crazy. It was looking so stabilized for a second for HOTU.
Mo's first timeout. I still don't think of Mo as a coach.
Yeah,
Gambit's Opera, and then
because he was such a talent as an individual, like he wasn't like an IGL or anything like that. So yeah,
never really had a breakthrough too big yet. I think to kind of.
A lot of people don't know Mo, so why don't you give him an introduction?
Mo was my favorite Opper back in the day when he played with Gambit. Say 2017, I believe.
Krakow, yeah.
Years are correct. You know, part of that Kazakh core. Mo, Hobbit, and Adren.
Adrian.
Adrian, sorry, that's right. Adren from NA.
Not to be confused with ours.
Mm-hmm. And now he's a coach. Coach with more opportunity to come in terms of kind of talking to the English broadcast world again. I think if HOTU can continue on this trend,
yeah,
could be a year of opportunity for them.
Yeah, we've seen them be able to take out good teams. It's just, can they do it in more than one tournament, essentially?
An event like Bounty is a great springboard for that. 32 teams invited. There's always a couple invite rejects. And that's how we get teams like, who replaced NRG? Flappy Dads? Flappy Birds?
The Campers?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Friendly Campers.
That's right. Flappy Dads. Toxic's got front tails down for good, and 25 seconds, there's your answer back. You didn't think there'd be two on the back lines, but HOTU's positioning, gonna force Xanteras into the swing. Excellent sandwich there from Kalash. 100 health Woxic, 15 seconds, instant on the Tech-9 headshot.
That pathing was sick.
Smashes him out of the round, puts Mizu to the task of a clutch, but you've let Woxic get his op up on the angle, will not miss the chance to clutch out 1v2.
He knew how it was going to go. He knew how he was going to draw him out of the window. That was just all perfect from Woxic. He had that mapped out in his mind before it started. Every Norbert reaction has been awesome. Win or lose.
Insta with the Tech-9, huh? That hurts. Both him and Xanteras kind of thrusting themselves into the moment that they had to, when they had to. Lack of hesitation there for Aurora bodes well for them. 11-7 the lead off of that. And so this T side now comes up 5 of these 6 rounds all the way of Aurora.
Oh, this push is going to get crushed. I mean, the way that Wakadia is holding for it, surely.
Norbert rocked.
How is he so ready for that? Wakadia just, oh, he melts him. That's nasty. Whole site's open. I mean, all of mid is taken already, too.
Feels like a 12th round guaranteed already, just with those 2 frags. Poor Duke Visura forced to tiptoe into the back of sight. And as he finds a position to hang on to, he's also going to find a threat looking to come take it from him. Wakadia with the headshot. As he goes back and forth between windows, Woxic's got this any potential A rotate locked in already. So locked in on this angle, he gives up the bomb for someone else to deal with, and that is indeed Aurora's 12th off of an awesome position from Wakadia. Great read.
Yeah, the read is crazy. You don't often see people holding back a B push from there, just period. So knew exactly what HOTU were going to try. Really in their heads here on Mirage. It's only been 1 round for HOTU since that first half.
A graceful Aurora will allow this save.
Very generous.
3.5 for every player on HOTU. 2 survived with their FAMASes. Yeah, like you said.
It's so good.
Gold.
Great reactions.
Clash was just trying to leave as well, but trying to tiptoe his way back around, gets
He was like, really? Go take a shower.
caught out by Wicadia.
You're holding that?
Wicadia, who now surpasses Xanteras at the top of the scoreboard for Aurora off that triple kill last round. So well earned. His triple comes with the 12th round win. And now he's positioned here in front of 2 FAMAS. One kid on the field here for Duke. Bomb goes down again. Pressure is on.
They really like their walk peaks, man. It feels like Aurora really tapped into it.
Xanteras quick to the top of mid. Oh, instant on Kalash.
Brutal 1 HP down to Xanteras.
Man, you can't give him an inch.
Yeah, seriously.
Just blows your head off in a moment. Frontail's down beneath the Palace walkout. He's gonna blindside the sandwich player at least. Oh, and the timing's perfection here from Frontail. Soulfly drops down into it. Xanteras with another. Comes walking up from connector, rips a head off another player, and then his Molotov's got Duke Fissura stuck inside the corner. By God, if Xanteras gets another kill this round, will he need to? Woxic catching the Duke from the corner, and he does it. He closes on 1 HP. Xanteras, star of the final round, saw Wicadia coming for the top of the scoreboard and just eclipses him. Quad to finish it off.
Finishing it off in style and taking the opening map win here.
Approach may be respectable, but like Maui said, there's a big gap in the player specifically that you're facing when it comes to Outer here on Nuke.
I think they played weird and they got their 6 rounds, but then it could have been really cool if they continued in that second half and showed us something, but they only got 1 more round. So we don't have a lot to go off that's going to tell us, like, yeah, we should be excited about this. That was their map pick. So let's see how Nuke goes here for HOTU, but it could very well be the end of the line.
What I'm looking for here is an Aurora stomp, because if you decided not to play Anubis tonight, you better be extra ready for a game on Nuke.
And since you got rid of Jota, you're an enemy now. You gotta prove, not that we don't like Soulfly, but just you gotta justify this.
Yeah, I'm not blaming Soulfly for Jota's absence.
No.
And I'm ready to cheer for Aurora again this year. But show me why. Show me what you've got. Right now
they're do like an incantation right there.
No, it's a Rick and Morty reference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For only the smartest viewers.
Oh, jeez.
Duke lets him have positioning outside. Ooh, lots of room given over.
Yeah, how far will he get?
By the Duke of Fissura. Oh, no, you missed your chance, buddy. Now that's Xanteras shooting at you, and he's got Wicadia to work with. Oops.
And now it's like almost a little too late. I mean, you've got a guy up in heaven, so you can't just go there, but okay.
Doubling back inside of lobby to make sure.
You know, it's not a bad position.
Ooh,
they need
3
shots,
kills.
though. Yeah.
HOTU comes out with something to play for. They've got man advantage off that. Bomb dropped over towards main as well. Not a bad spot to be in. Felt like that squeeze was going to cost them, but they come out on top with the kills. Now you've got Madger on your tracks. One locked into the side of vent. Didn't finish the kill. Goes back at it to finish Mizu. How Mizu doesn't get anything there, I don't know. Madger's got himself a second. 39 health. 8 seconds to the clock, and it's Norbert from the top rope with a double kill to close it.
He had to get the bomb. There was no chance of him doing that. So nicely done here for Norbert and for everybody, to be honest, because, well, the first kill happens, and it looks like the round's lost with the split at that point. Like, they're already at the back of hell with like so much time left over, but I guess 46 seconds, they had to kill the clock here, and Norbert defended his flank. So Mizu, I don't know.
Dude, Mizu just got
Mizu, I don't know.
Stomped on. You saw Xanteras taking damage to the right, so the shots were landing, but you know, maybe shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
Give him a double tap for good measure.
They won the first pistol on Mirage as well.
And then this kind of a similar buy broke through for Aurora and was off of a Woxic scout headshot. So Frontail's maybe lucky to take that one to the shoulder. Ooh, but this smoke grenade gives him another gap to work with here. Lucky to be alive.
Hit him.
Finished. So 2 players drop down to 30 HP by the way of the scout. Sometimes that is enough. But that pack of pistols gets chewed through by Norbert, sprays down into it. And that'll be Soulfly removed from this one. Double up inside of Decon. That's 3 players allocated B, and Aurora are going to take their time playing options.
It's kind of nuts. Yeah, very aggressive maneuver here from the CT side. Starting to peel back a little bit. And Norbert, he is just dishing it out right now. A lot of extra damage as well.
AK picked back up off Xantera's dead body. Smoke to cover the plant as well. You get away with a bit of money here. It's not half bad, but those double doors could swing wide.
Oh, that's a punish.
Econ instead. That is a great fake out. And all while Madger still has bomb, they're going to look to head this up towards A.
They gotta get in the vent safely.
Frontails
They do that. Molly
They've got this up. Perfect rotation around. They leave Wicadia as well.
Oh, it's a genius maneuver here from Aurora.
They have got them locked downstairs. Wicadia up through the vent. It's a long road for one, but at least this faster move by the Duke up into heaven already. It's no kid on the play.
Wicadia every kill this round and a perfect spot to get a 4th.
Madger goes for
what
the
is
wrap
this?
back. He's flanking the heaven flanker, who's going to get caught as he drops down into the back of the site. They're desperate to catch Wicadia. He's got his quad kill established already, and the Duke is dead. An ace for Wicadia.
Come on. Take your hat off. That's so beautiful out of both Madger as a caller and Wicadia as a player. I mean, that's one of the best Aurora rounds ever. How'd they get away out of that? That was beautiful. 2 on 5?
3 players down here on the B site, baited out with the door swing. The Molotov perfectly forcing Frontails to wait out on side of the vent. And each and every one of Wicadia's positions catching players off guard till he aces.
Damn. That was just finesse. I mean, the molly on the opposite side of the vent was just the best move of all, I feel like. Such a great read of every position.
That's the difference between regional LANs and the big stage. Well, the online stage of the big stage.
Yeah.
It's a well-placed frag grenade, though. We'll give credit where it's due. M4 in the corner for Frontails. Ooh, careful, Aurora. They'll get the trade with just the 1 casualty, and Norbert on the scene with a 5-7 collects. Down into the B site, he'll quickly run, chases on, drop to half health. Frag grenade with his name on it, drops him to a corridor, and Madger makes sure that he won't get away. Second kill for Madger in this one, as Xanteres has a health disadvantage versus the remaining 3 pistols.
You know, they're a little bit scared because they saw how quickly the rotation came from the CT sides last time. They don't want to rush it. Duke's the guy to find. He's in control of the vents. And, ooh, he's got a deagle.
Slammed on that one. Xanteres tries to slip through. Remember, he's working with half health. Madger gets caught by the deagle, but he's so frantic. Jumping into that bomb site, it surprises him. Gets away with it. Look at the health gear combined for Kalash to have to handle. One bullet to deal with Madger. No kit to play with.
This is crazy difficult. I mean, they are loitering right now. No, they're not even.
He's got the Kevlar. Aim punch, not a problem. Smoke onto the bomb. Gonna cause a bit of panic here. And remember, one wild spray back could end up killing Madger and
Doesn't even
Xanteres.
tap it, though.
And once he does, no kit, no stick. Aurora trying to spam through. Oh, and he doesn't have the time to win this regardless. So we get Aurora converting, but well done by HOTU to at least rack up the costs. That's a 2-1 lead for the start here at the T side.
Yeah, rack the costs up as much as they could. That's everyone dead at the very least. a moment saved for Matcher this time. I mean, he was alive in that, 2-on-5, didn't get the kills, but really called a number around them. But here, I think put up 3 kills. Super Mario moment coming off the silo. It's too hard to track for Duke Ventura. Ace Ventura.
I feel like after that last round, Aurora will be on their toes this time. On high alert to not fall victim to another pistol round. That one was dangerously close. Luckily for Katie, it's only the one challenger. Nobody else to kind of swarm him in that moment. Yeah, I'd get out of there too if I was you.
Never doing too much. This creep down lower is going to work out pretty well. CTs are none the wiser.
Great flank though, well timed, and you find another kill, right? This one M4
Well,
just kind of pops onto the scene, gets 2 kills, and if there's another Desert Eagle headshot to be found here, then we've got problems for Aurora once again. There we go. M4 down for the count. Duke Ventura with nothing, and so man advantage back in the hands of Aurora here for the 3-1 T-side start.
mildly sketchy as they took a little extra time downstairs, but didn't see any CT, so we're maybe suspicious that there was some kind of flank. Just at that point, they already have all the info they need to just guarantee the round's over. So it's just kind of the start we expected somewhat. Obviously, HOTU win a pistol and then lose afterwards. But, you know, everyone wanted Aurora to pick Anubis just so we could watch Anubis. It wasn't really for them. Nuke wasn't a bad pick. It's just that we wanted to see Anubis, that's all.
Glad they stuck to their guns then, right? If they've really been prepping for this one.
So that is interesting, though, that with Anubis coming back, like Aurora's chances this year of doing something interesting. Sure. Because, yeah.
I mean, that was like I feel like James VP when Overpass left the pool the first time.
Yeah.
That one took a hard hit as well. That was
brutal.
There's no denying Overpass was one of the things that fueled their win in Rio. That's how they got through the earlier stages.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go towards ramp. Fast action here for Aurora. They know what they want. And that is to just smash the door off the hinges. Norbert down first. And a fast scramble in through the vents for Kalash. But Utility's going to swarm these doors. And Frontails, it's a dangerous game to play here with the op.
I feel like Norbert needed to try to get a pick off and fall out, you know, like best case.
Ooh, smoke went deep though. Didn't deny the angle.
Maybe there'll be a gap they can expose. Nice. Oh, nice again.
And that's what happens. Smoke goes a bit too deep. You don't deny HOTU their line, and now Madger's gonna have to recover it from the top rope.
They gotta get moving.
2v4. They try to trickle out through the single door. There's the ramp player just striking at the right moment. Wicadia, that's wild. Out in front of it all, but they don't have the time. It's a late kit pickup, jumps on top of it, but I think they missed their timing.
Oh, they've got it. That was so close. Man, it looked like they were miles away.
Scrambling for that one.
Milliseconds on that defuse. Well done.
What was that? Point 1 or 0.05? Yeah, 0.05.
Wow.
Those are the kinds of ones that when you lose, keep you up at night. You know he's coming across, but Frontails waits for the chance to strike and doesn't get vision. Santeras slips into main. Oh god, this is pressure for the A-site in a moment. backing up into it as well. Should have heard the fall down, but Mizu's not there to hold it, so Kalash takes a bullet to the back of the head instead. And in that disruption, you've got Wicadia into the vent.
So many moves. I mean, it's just Norbert here. He's going to be covering this well, though. Great spray.
And then he gets the dink even onto Soulfly. That's a lot of value out of Norbert. Molotov's left and right side of ramp to just guarantee the bomb plant. And this is going to be Wicadia in a weird spot because it's a Mac 10 only, and he knows that he's got to stop the top of ladder.
Well, it's a good start.
And an upgrade. He can disengage now from that point.
Oh, this one. Oh. Yeah, he's
Catches
just
the
so
next.
solid right now, man.
All while Frontails walks out from the ramp trying to figure out where Soulfly got off to. Desert Eagle gets the job done! And Wicadia just gave him a chance to connect to the headshot. He'll hand him a flashbang. Smoke to try to cause panic. Almost just jumbled that down into the water, but instead he'll have another chance at this defuse, and Wicadia is going to line up the spray. Huge moment again for Wicadia.
You are watching a master at work right now. Across the two maps, plus the ace on this one, Wicadia just doesn't make mistakes.
Does everything he has to. And I thought Norbert had in the bag with this one.
Such a good couple of kills.
Gets the dink on Soulfly.
And his aim's been good. It's just that I feel like he's playing ramp too aggressively when he's up there. But he's been kind of locking down a first one for sure. And a couple times he got away even when he tried to stick around for an extra fight. Nice shot.
Nice. There's nothing like a Xanterra's outer to heaven duel. How many of those have you seen?
I know. It's like they have two ops.
And I'm gonna tell you, they'll never stop. 3 players trying to deal with this Deagle and Garage. A jumping Glock headshot from Woxic. Into the op coverage.
It was necessary.
Okay. You know, HOTU got one back on Aurora and Mirage, so I'm gonna taste of their own medicine.
He's just going off now. Just Norbert, 5-7, up in heaven.
Aurora with all the time in the world to make sure that they send out the right search party to see if A's clear first. Magic gonna take his time with this.
Instructions.
3 feet from the fire. I didn't know that.
That could be meters.
Damn it. That seems far.
Well, Europe is far away.
That's...
Figure that one out.
Whoa. From what, man? There's the first victim of Xanterra's. And there's the second victim of Xanterra's.
In the same spot.
Rack them up. Not just the frags, but the rounds here. 5 on this T side already for Aurora.
Looks like they've got a nice house to boot camp in.
Excuse me. Jumping burst Glock.
Yeah. Well, Woxic's playing Quake. Everyone else is playing Counter-Strike. Oh, was like that.
That's Xanterra's for you.
Yeah, that's all year long with Xanterra's.
30 years old. Top 20 player of 2025.
The best Turk ever.
Oh, that's going to keep Woxic locked in.
Oh.
But he'll miss, Mohan.
Those are big shoulder peaks. There was a chance that he could have died for sure.
Little tiptoe action through the garage smoke. And a blind side queued up. The Duke of Fissura. Norbert, damn, caught out in the open. You know, he's been so good for like the one and done at the very least, but this time, add him to the pile of HOTU players going down with nothing to show for their efforts. 5 versus 2 advantage for Aurora, and the Nuke pick looking real good tonight.
Very good, yeah. Overpass if needed.
I think Aurora's one of the teams that's really a chip on their shoulder after the way that the major ended for them. It's kind of them and Legacy, really. I think the 2 big disappointments. You know, when we talk about how stacked the playoffs was, it's because everybody who should be there kind of was. And Mongols kind of snatched that spot despite having the control as last second stand-in.
Yeah, they didn't even keep him.
But Aurora look back at Budapest and just think, damn,
They
not
got that
good enough.
Brazilian guy, Cobra Zera.
That's such a Brazilian name.
It's so Brazilian.
What's he doing on the Mongols?
Like, there's a Venom Zera already.
Yeah. And down goes the last. Walk in the park so far for Aurora.
It's absolutely insane how long Xantares has been this good. Like, his aim, I mean, everyone just thought he was cheating in, like, you know, early days in CSGO and everything. You just look at his aim. Used to watch, like, his highlights on Mirage in Connector, and it just looked like a TAS speed run, like the way he was clearing things. It didn't even make sense. He's just kept it up the entire time for, like, 10 years. He's a machine.
That's why they call him the Terminator. Now he's got a trophy and a top 20 to go with it. 2026. Is it the year of Aurora?
It's the map pool.
That's true.
That's a big part of it, man. It really is.
The question will just be whether they can match their last year's performance or even exceed it with this new edition of Soulfly. It's the same 4 core. It's not to downplay Jota's contributions, but, you know, he was the most recently added player to the team. They changed out the new guy.
And also, Wicadia is kind of like newly on everyone's radar, but that's because he's just been getting a lot better.
Yeah.
Like, he had his best year ever last year, so I feel like he's not even peaked, right? Like, there's going to be a point where he's just going to be the best Turkish player.
Xantares would love and hate to hear that.
I mean, at some point, Xantares would be a coach one day, you know?
5-7, up close, not meant to be. With nice deagle shot from Kalash. Quickly drops down onto the hut. This is just going to expedite the B hit, feels like, for Aurora. Woxic dropping nades from inside of Garage. And the deagle that could have been dropped by Major. So now lobby control is going to be attempted to be taken. HOTU feeling the squeeze, like they've got to get away with some kind of map control, and all Norbert's working with is this deep corner. But hey, it's enough.
Oh, we got the dink too.
Soulfly taken down to 8 HP. Norbert, he's going to be continued on the test.
He got the dink. He should have just chased that kill down. That would have made things a lot easier here for Mizu.
Who's flashing himself inside of the vent. It's a daunting task to get off this ladder. He's very nervous, and that's why. Opshot drops him from 86 to 1 HP, and then the pistol's going to end him. Headshot from the Tech 9 for good measure.
Wow.
7-2.
Ever wondered what Mario looks like going down the pipe? It's that.
Mario going down the pipe sounds like he's got a drug problem.
Mario holding the pipe.
Moved on from mushrooms. Faster move outside again. Dude, they've gotten through this smoke cross with no real test multiple times, and this round no different. Major already down the secret stairs.
They're just not ready for this, are they? They're just not ready to deal with this in communication, in their push. They don't have anyone in ramp right now. Like, they aren't. They're just not there right now.
I think it's the beauty of having an event with 32 teams. You know, sometimes you get the privilege of watching the best 10 teams in the world, and you think, maybe I could do this. And then you see HOTU, who would absolutely dominate you in a server, get dominated by Aurora. The bigger fish feeds, my friends. And right now, there's no bigger fish than Wicadia. 15-6 up on that A floor. Nothing that HOTU can do about it, as the winning ways of Aurora show no sign of slowing down.
what's that really big fish? Is it a grouper?
Whale.
A grouper?
There are groupers, yeah, that's a big fish, yep. The bluefin tuna is pretty big too.
Oh, yeah. Are whales fish?
No, they're mammals.
Okay.
Like you and me.
Yeah, you're a whale. After Christmas.
See if HOTU try to throw a spanner in the works with some aggression. You'd think it could work, but then you mate with Katie and Xanteras hanging out in the trophy room, tearing you limb from limb. 4 kills on the attempted lobby crunch. T's thrive. Duke Fissura gives himself away for the AK upgrade. That's going to be the bomb just sprinting into the upper site. You got Xanteras 3 kills into this round covering Madger's plant, but the plant back site, that's crazy. Oh, and he clutches!
Come on!
It's a
That
good
is crazy.
day for Duke Fissura.
Yeah, Duke Nukem, baby. He didn't even, the plant back site's not
Crazy.
covered at all, and I mean, that's one of 2 places he could have come from.
Feels like you're starting to like kind of rush the process at this point in the round.
Yeah, they thought it was over. They do have so much confidence. I'm sure it's just a blur right now, these rounds. Like, I'm not even sure how hyped he is to get this. Even though he did just go to shoot a body, didn't he?
That or pick up a gun. He ran into HUT,
okay.
so
yeah,
get the op and some nades.
Okay.
3K on the round, though, for Duke Fissura.
I hate to say it, but Aurora can afford this round based on what we've seen. Still, nice round.
Good clutch, too. Second shot on Xanteras. Had to earn that.
That's
You're
true.
going into a duel, a snapshot over, while Xanteras is shooting you.
That's true. Not many have been able to sustain against that.
You got to take what you can get. But Aurora still with the upper hand economically here in the final round of the half, gunning for a 9th.
And they desperately need to catch him trying to cross, whether it's 1 or 5. But
It feels like the nades are always kind of mistimed.
they got the wrong ones because, I mean, Aurora obviously have got levels on this map. Tried this ramp push, didn't see anything before, so nice catch.
Good forward angle from Frontails. It's also supported by Norbert right behind him. Uh-oh.
What?
They tried to push into HUT at the same time off the op kill, and instead it's a gift of a vacant A-bomb site.
But they hadn't really fully pushed the ramp yet, so they were just opping the cross. That's unfortunate.
Norbert really wants to get up into heaven. Set ablaze early days, and 4v3. Duke Fissura is going to have to make what could end up being a tragic decision of not looking outside, but never mind. Keeps his guard up. Felt that squeeze coming up from Xanteras. It's a forced retake attempt in the 3v3. Flash from outside is going to set up Norbert well. Half health now for Woxic. And Soulfly front sight cleared out. Op from inside of the HUT connects. And as he goes back in before Norbert expects it, it's another for the road. 9 rounds on the T side of a map pick. Aurora absolutely justified tonight. Maui said it in the pregame. It's a whole other beast when you're going up against Xanterez, and on that outer yard, 5 successful opening duels throughout that half, Mohan. So
he's a tank.
Cut from a different cloth are Aurora than HOTU's usual opponents, and while HOTU had given us something to hope for back on Mirage, this one's been a blowout on the T side of Nuke nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, also Cadia, 18 kills and an ace, and a 2v5 win, and they're just too good.
I like HOTU's gusto, though. Gonna go right into that A hit, try to overwhelm, try to swarm, and they will come up with kills, but Cadia got himself a couple in the middle of all that, and so we stay 2v2. Deep corner as well, occupied. That's gonna tell them the positions of both. And as Magic comes back in, Kalash has gotten in behind the silos instead.
Did have to take an extra second to put that bomb down.
That's what allowed Xanterez to join forces up inside of Heaven with the kit. Kalash still worried about what's going down over towards main, so now he snaps back around.
Oh, okay.
You gotta kill him as he falls, and you do. So we've got a pistol here for HOTU to try to work with.
That was a little scary. I mean, fortunately, it's their second pistol, so, and it's their third pistol in this series, but they haven't converted 2 of them. So that means they haven't converted any of them, Connor.
And I'm no expert, but that doesn't bode well for your odds of winning, does it?
Not a lot.
Right now, defy the stats. They go for the double Mac 10 on this one, and quick move into the MP9 of Madger, who's gonna drop with nothing to show for it. Xanterez on the scene, also limited to the SMG. And so again, HOTU know the tempo they want to play with in these rounds. It's already taking the challenge down lower. Norbert versus 1 inside of the lobby's key. And that's just a little more breathing room here for HOTU. The T-side Nuke comeback. No one saw it coming.
It's a rare sight, you know, like a ho-oh.
What'd you call me?
Like a flying Pokemon.
Ah. A legendary creature.
Yeah, rainbow colored, I think.
Bird type, 4/4 flying.
Hate flying creatures.
Mm-hmm. Well, play Reach.
Why don't you just fight me on the ground like a man?
Because I use fairy.
You fairy.
Yeah, exactly. That's my creature type. I wish I was kidding. But I do love cardboard. Folded like a piece of cardboard was this hold by Madger, man. Just 4 players gunning him down. Again, HOTU, little to lose, so play with that aggression, you know? Catch him off guard. Aurora may have well-versed procedures, but
they have none of them have as many majors as Norbert, so that's what they've got to think about. That Rio wasn't free.
Slam into them and see if Aurora can hang on for dear life. That's the game plan. And what Aurora have to work with this round, that famous MP9 and Scout, none of it's inside of the ramp room. So again, it is open avenues found by HOTU. Cadia is not going to waste a moment though. Quick famous rotation down into control. He holds the line versus Kalash at least. And a firebomb on the other side of the doorway gives Norbert room to work. That'll slow things down here in the majority now USP situation of Aurora. Bomb planted means odds swing to the T's yet again.
Very clean. Ramp's the right place to go. Unlikely any more kills even go down. I mean, there's no reason for Aurora to give him back frags, to be honest, to make him more rich. So maybe the Duke Visora clutch could be meaningful. Careful to lose more players right now.
This is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Or funny. It's all about perspective.
I don't think Aurora mind too much.
Norbert's like, yeah, I know what that means. This just got harder. But still, it's the round win. Soulfly hasn't even met the team yet.
No. Maybe it's just a trial run.
Oh, okay.
You know, you got to earn it. Can't hang out at my house until we win our first game.
Well, he's 3-11 destroying the other team, so.
4 rounds away from set victory here on Nuke.
Yeah.
Looking for a 2-0 today here for day 1 of the Blast Bounty. Day 1 of stage 1, single elimination best of 3s at Bounty. If you didn't know that, and we're living under a rock for the last year or so, Madger gonna try to get away with this AUG, and the flash gave him a chance to leave. He floats around for a second. So map control still here for HOTU, and then within that utility usage, we get a little peek. No wallbang found in a 4v5 that HOTU would love to claw back.
Loving the AUG usage so far. Let's see if he gets him another one. Nope.
No.
You're always cheering against the AUG, man.
Acadia here's the stomping going down on the bomb site, still awaiting the player from the top of stairs. Fast vent drop. Oh,
nice.
Opens it up for Frontails to feast.
Uh-oh.
Woxic's got the op kill back, and he knows that Norbert's up there.
Chill.
Norbert down to 5 HP. He's going to be cleaned up by Xanteras instead, and Mizu kind of caught between these 2 CTs, doubles back to the doors, and he gets found. Woxic with the fast shots in the middle of all that retake. Felt like HOTU had enough in that post plant.
They did. It's one small moment, I think, from Frontails, who got a good kill, but then just needed to post in that door properly, and Woxic came out with the peak as he missed. And yeah, it's 4v5, but like you're saying, when they got down here, they really made some good progress.
Easy pickup through that single door to start. Aurora did not lay off. And so Aurora, 4 rounds into the CT side, collect their first round win. 2 players survive it. The money's good, and this tech pause is because Xanteras fell out of the server, but he's already back.
Nice. Did it hurt when you fell out of heaven, Xanteras? Is Soulfly at ENAT?
It looks like it, yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's the spot.
that's where I thought NRG were going if they had made the journey to Europe to play in Bounty, but they got so deep into the Flom land that they couldn't join us. A late cancellation. Their loss.
I hope Darth Mike gets a chance to tell his travel story tomorrow.
He's still not here.
It's pretty crazy so far, and it's still going. Oh, 84 damage on Norbert. Toasty. Oh, they were coming for him, man. Down to 9. They're still down to 6. He's not even through the front door.
He's afraid. Yeah, but there's not another nade coming, so gets away with that one.
Oh.
Tagged down to half health on the cross. This is not a comfortable start to the round for HOTU whatsoever. More utility pressure bombards this trophy approach, but still, the Duke of Fasura comes through with a headshot on 1. Now Madger locked into the wall. As HOTU not being shy about this, stomp their way closer to the B site. Kalash gets out wide, and okay, why not? Xanteras and Madger down with nothing to show for it. Wikadia's on the recovery here, surrounded by 4 as the bomb's being planted. Creates a bit of ambiguity, chucks the flash out, maybe the pressure's on, but instead he's gonna link up inside of the vents. And Mizu's half health, the most health of any remaining HOTU player goes down. So you'd think this retake's on.
Yeah,
you've got a kit to play with, you've got a ton of damage done, but the question is, you know, how much do they know is confirmed? Not much.
Yeah, let's see how much damage matters.
Kalash trying to hold off on the double doors, does so. Soulfly V2 looking for another 1v2 in this series, and Norbert's gonna clip him with that op. HOTU find another, and I'm surprised to see both Madger and Xanteras go down there without a kill.
It's insane. I mean, with the amount of damage done we just saw Norbert get hit with 2 grenades and Molotov down to 84 before the round even began. But it doesn't matter because the players are still alive and they got the first kill as well. So, I mean, this would have had to be a 45 victory. The amount of footsteps there, I feel like it was so confusing. They just thought there was never actually going to be someone trying to enter. So the confusion tactic works out. Norbert somehow gets the final word in this round. Amazing.
Let's go HOTU now, because this is a T side that's got something to stand on.
Yeah.
An economic advantage here. That's going to be a 2-round game if they close out this one. And then things are indeed in question. Don't get me wrong, Wicadia is a god at the moment, but the rest of Aurora looking like mortals, and well, Soulfly kind of like an insect. No offense.
Oh yeah, fly.
Bug on the windshield. 4 and 13. Trying to get his game going. Madger, the only MP9 on the field here for Aurora, popped after just the 1 kill.
Maybe if you wait long enough, someone will peek. But with outside like this, you got to make a move. And I don't think Woxic even really cares he just got naded right there. They have to come clear him. Oh, I forgot about this.
Felt like Xantares was going to just body bag a second, but instead it falls on Wicadia 1v3.
If there's someone who could win a 1v3 right now for Aurora, you brought it up.
Problem is, bomb's already crossed out main. Ooh, this is a freebie. Just take that 1 extra step, and Wicadia is going to pull the trigger. And then there's a gun to be grabbed right outside the window.
Again.
And there goes his chance. Dropped by Duke Fissura, who kicks this one off with a 3K this round. And like I said, 2-round game. Money in the back pockets of HOTU as well. This is not a foregone conclusion that Aurora win this map.
Yeah, not anymore. Not after that lower take. They survived it all to get there. This is turning into a very promising performance. I mean, they're down a map. They didn't look good in the first half, but none of that matters. The economy is in the balance here for the CTs. Let's see if Mo had something cooking. Frags win rounds, but ideas win matches. Very liberal peaks here for Xantares. He's looking to just take control of the situation. Oh, and they run by the scope of Woxic. Mizu takes a lot of damage on the cross. No kill is found, however.
Still hanging out heavy on that squeaky door while the smoke's about to fade. Flashbangs coming in from outer. This is going to be the quick split into the A site now. Change of tempo here for HOTU. And it's good for the double kill out of Kalash, but Xantares is on the scene, and Woxic up in heaven dealt with. Good shot out of Frontails, who turns around to try to deal with Lobby.
Oh, is he going to walk into this?
Right now he's got the bomb, so he's got nothing to do but to wait. Oh, but he doesn't pull the trigger in time. His teammate will. Blindside Xantares, but that's that bomb dropped inside of the... Oh no, it's right there for the taking.
Yeah, and Madger has to come and check this because it could go down the vent. This kill right here could be everything. Oh, but he doesn't have the HP. He doesn't hit the shot square on the head, and Madger gets away with 2 walk peek kills. I have no idea how he killed Frontails walking into Hut on that angle.
2 angles held. Madger tiptoes into both. And just a lack of reaction out of both members of HOTU to deal with Madger, so he finds headshots instead. Instant.
Wow. Yeah.
Once and twice. We see you, Madger. 16 kills to his name off that one. And Aurora, 2 rounds from victory tonight. Fast push down to the bottom of the silo. Gonna throw a player up there. Zanteres in the corner. Oh, and Woxic's gonna serve up a great distraction. The sort of distraction that's gonna blindside teammates. One bullet comes out, okay.
Oops.
Mistake from Zanteres is gonna cost him, and this round's back on as Norbert finds the recovery instead.
It could be a big mistake. They're not that rich.
Down goes another. Duke Visura catching Wakadia on top of the blue box. Man advantage established. HOTU. Oh, what could have been. It's lobby control instead taken over by Madger.
And this flank, oh, it's perfectly covered. Surely, no way he gets away with it. The Madger comes back with lobby control, makes it into a 3v3.
Mizu crawling in. Perfect pinch between the two. That's fine. Bomb can head into the A site.
Now.
But it's actually Madger still up top. Vent player's gonna try to come up, serves up a distraction, and then in that moment, Madger swings again, another bit of late round impact. Does the Duke think he can dive that vent instead? Madger goes for the trophy play, getting ahead of this rotate. Duke Visura's gonna find lobby clear, and he's gonna follow him to the ramp.
He just heard that, surely. But he comes in behind him. Duke's just gotta run though if he's gonna make this play happen.
Can't afford to jump and make the
10
sound.
seconds, my friend.
Got to now just sprint this in, and you've got Madger back deep, and so it's done for. Tries to run it forward. Duke Visura chasing thoughts of a flank through the lobby, but little did he realize, took the wrong route.
Yeah, the long route, really slowly as well. Had a chance to win that playing it into upper. I thought that Madger was some kind of genius when he pulled back to ramp because I thought he was going to re-aggress. But he was just going to cover the other option in case a vent drop came, which is also great. I don't know if he realized that play was coming, but it worked out well.
I hate to break it to the HOTU fans, but the buy's not pretty. Tech 9s across the board, utility for most. The Duke with 2,500 to spend joins them in that struggling spot. Tech 9 and utility across the entirety of HOTU here up against elimination at Bounty.
There were close shave trades in both of these last 2 rounds, but unfortunately for HOTU, it was Aurora to come out on top in each situation.
Terra's walking it in, catching a player jumping in the back, and so the Tech 9 tries to swing to catch him off guard. Through main comes another. Kalash and Mizu with a kill apiece. Kalash gets his hands onto the M4. Soulfly try to play around the edge of the smoke here.
They open up the vent drop. Will he take the shot? No.
And they dive it.
Yeah, they're down there.
2 players downstairs. Frontail still up here. Decides to join them through that vent instead.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. It's going to be really difficult for Aurora. They would have loved to have someone upstairs get the kill, make it a 2v2. They won't find anything like that now. I don't know if it's advisable to even try this, to be honest. I'll have to concede. It's a fast play. Somehow HOTU, with just Tech 9s, are able to win this round.
They take it on Aurora's terms, finding that peek into the squeaky door and then just flooding out with it. You know, if their plan was to just flood at any point with Tech 9s, it's kind of nice that the squeaky challenge comes your way because that just sort of serves as a trigger. You don't have to find the timing correctly if the timing's given to you. And so HOTU pounce on that with no hesitation, take it downstairs, and they'll walk away with the round win and a couple Colts.
All right, off to the races once again. Utility's okay. You know, a Galil here is not too bad. A lot better than what they just had, for sure.
Ouch.
And another first kill. Xanteris down outside.
Off the top of main, drop gets caught by Wicadia, but unable to go for the double down. Man advantage held on to HOTU. Soulfly is going to try to come knocking on this instead. Now, right now, that bomb is alone to his right.
Man, 5 and 16, but he's in a position that could just be a nightmare for HOTU. Depends how he plays it, but you better believe he's not feeling confident right now.
Woxic a bit too late to find this climb up.
It's taking too much time to
But
make
the thing
that
is
happen.
still the move, right? It's got to be the bomb to come through main. And had Soulfly stuck around in that position, then maybe he would have caught the bomb. But now instead, bomb's going to find an open route.
To have an MP9 do this is actually not bad.
Scopes a couple times outside. Soulfly ahead of that.
He's watching the ladder.
He's making noise down beneath, right? Yeah, because of the op scoping down beneath. The op went for a double scope, and I'm pretty sure the graffiti spray. So then all of a sudden, all of attention on ladder instead. They make the most of that with the MP9. It's an audio bait to get the better of HOTU. Bomb planted not for that squeaky play of Norbert either. Pressure on this forward-facing setup. The crossfire here between the vent. It gets disconnected. Front tail though. Ben's bullets around the side.
Nasty.
And a 1v2 clutch to keep HOTU's hopes alive.
Well, that was a really great try. And a late wake up for Soulfly, but obviously this one's also assisted, as you pointed out, by that bait from below.
Yeah, the 2 scopes, that's sneaky. The graffiti,
wait a second.
It's a little obvious. I think I heard something. They're not NPCs, although they were both staring at the ladder. And now look where you are left, Aurora. The T-side nuke comeback. No one ever sees it coming. We're not there yet.
Of course, there's no eco possible.
Never in a million years would a round like this work. Kevlar Desert Eagles for the most part. Woxic unarmored.
The way that HOTU play, I get a little worried for them in a situation like this. Slow defaults outside, not a lot of utility, walk peeking things. Oh. Well, oh, there was damage. No. Okay, not live. Okay.
Okay. It'd be funny to go back in the server. They're all just looking at Mizu, and he's looking back at him.
What kind of connection you got, bro?
Yeah, right. 3 players looked at him. Nobody killed him. Madger has other ideas. Well, we'll have to reset that one, won't we? This better not ruin our T-side comeback.
Yeah.
Or else. Felt like HOTU were finding answers.
Xanteris drinking Coke with no pressure.
It's a beautiful chandelier.
How much do those things run you?
I don't know.
Hundreds or thousands? Or 1,000?
I heard Blair say something beautiful about Freya during the award show.
Okay, I'm ready.
Freya is like a chandelier. She illuminates the room, but takes up no space.
Wow, that's poetry.
Wow. Bleh.
Blah.
The metalhead.
The metalhead, yeah.
Who would have thought?
That is poetry.
Heart of gold. Black gold.
That's kind of like,
But gold.
that's like Ryu for me.
Oh, yeah?
Takes up no space.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Adds to the room. That's what he's doing right now in
true.
Astralis.
Yeah, when you said that, when he doesn't get in anybody's way, I was like, that is a great way to
Like
describe
a chandelier, that's what I should have said.
a nice new player. Doesn't get in the way. Because we've all been there. We've all had that teammate that's just breathing down your neck.
You're new, you know. Sometimes you're
know?
standing in the wrong spot. You're throwing the wrong nade. You're doing too much.
If I bump into you, it's not my fault. Don't be that guy in my way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just going to be really anticlimactic if we just wait the tech pause out and then
Mott's Clamato?
climactic.
Yeah. Mott's Clamato on a plane. You know why they drink that?
Tomato juice?
Yeah.
No. Why do they drink that on planes?
It's because you lose taste when you go high up in the air in planes. So they give you that because tomato helps bring out flavor.
Ah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's pseudoscience or not. Or just facts, but maybe it was Big Tomato that really pushed the agenda. It's like, you know how they say, like, drink milk, but you don't need to.
Sure.
Yeah. But you grow up, like, you know, breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Right.
It was big cereal.
Big cereal. Sold us on that one.
So, could be Big Tomato in the skies.
Well, joke's on them. It's a disgusting vegetable on the earth and in the sky.
I was not ready for that. That's how you feel about tomatoes?
No, I actually don't mind them. I'm just kind of taking this position for Hugo Byron. He's a big tomato hater, that guy.
Oh, yeah?
Big tomato hater, Hugo. I said, Hugo, but you just gotta season them. Hugo, you just gotta fry them a little. Oh, Hugo, what if you? No.
I think he just had a curry today that had tomato in it and said it was the best meal ever.
I mean, I've been Hugo's friend for a long time. He's been a picky guy in the past.
Yeah.
I think he's really broadened his horizons. Like, he hates nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Really hates nuts as well. He says, "Is there nuts in that?" And I said, buddy. And he says, "No, you."
No nuts.
No nuts across the board. But what did we have
There's
the other day?
good, healthy fats in there.
We had cashews the other day. I said, Hugo, give it another try.
Nobody dislikes cashews.
Guess what? He loves them.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, man, it's like the sweetest one.
But peanuts, don't get them started.
Yeah, peanuts are kind of cumbersome sometimes to eat.
All right. Well, a couple nut jobs sitting here flapping their gums. Why don't we throw this to a break? I'm sure you guys hate these nuts too. We'll be back in a second here as we figure out this last round of play.
I feel like a jerk off right now.
So tell me about the buff rules again. What do you wanna know? So countering is illegal, right?
It's legal, but 100% legal. We cannot just rock up to the booth and start chugging on the branded can. They want you to wrap the can up so nobody can see what the brand it is.
And that's just in booths or stage 2?
Okay, so it breaks down like this. It's legal to drink it, it's legal to bring it with you, but you can't show it when you're out on the break. But that doesn't matter, because for them, it's illegal to stop you. And that's the right that referees and player managements don't have.
Okay, next time, I'm bringing some with me.
But you know what's the funny thing competing around the world?
What?
It's just small differences. They got all the same shit over there that we got at home.
Example?
Okay, like look at the last 2 BLAST majors. In NA you can join any fucking server and it will be filled with crazy people. And also the craziest comps I've ever seen. And in Paris, do you know how they call it fucking Deagle?
They don't call it Deagle?
They got different callouts, man. They don't know what the fuck a Deagle is.
Then what do they call it?
They call it Le Coup.
Le Coup? What does they call a force buy?
A force buy is still a force buy, but they call it Le Force.
Le Force. What do they call full save?
I don't know, man. I didn't do any crowns.
I mean, the unforgettable names in all through Counter-Strike. I mean, there's so many in every single generation. I think usually it's someone who's able to kind of break the rules of that particular era, someone who kind of unlocks this vision of the way they want to play the game that other people can see and build upon. One of the first I'd name is Snacks. Defined how smokes could be used, the way he played around them, the way he walked through them, the way he hid in them. That wasn't being done at the time. That particular moment is a time of greatness for Snacks. Someone like JW and Kenny S with how aggressive they were with the AWP. Trophies, winning events, going on streaks. The NIP guys, because of the streak that they went on. The Fnatic guys who established an era. There's always greatness there. I think for Pasha, I think what made him was his personality. Having someone being that outspoken and that strong and provide emotions and provide his thoughts and be entertaining in a way that the audience can connect with and fans can connect with and we as commentators can connect with. He was always able to get kills, and despite that, you'd see these moments where you were like, how is this guy a pro? Like the way he walked around corners, the way he stepped into a 1v1. In fact, pros at the time even had a name for it called the Pasha peak, which was like the slowest, most awkward peak ever. That was kind of the greatness defining mood around the team at that point. Olaf back in like 2015, he was such a force to be reckoned with. He was one of the players that Fnatic could just send out and say, find us a kill. And he could go duel 2 or 3 players at a time. He really did become that player where once upon a time he was the jack of all trades, and he was just so good at all those trades. 2016 was the era where Brazilian Counter-Strike really hit it. Fallen's greatness obviously comes from his movement and his ability to understand his positioning, take a shot, fall back, find new cover, and he was like a master of this kind of like retreating off defense that would just pick a player off. So you add all that together with his leadership and kind of the style of Counter-Strike that he developed with the Brazilians, and Fallen's just in some ways a complete package of greatness. Device was someone who kind of mastered the textbook of Counter-Strike and always played within its limits to its maximum potential. ZywOo is someone who just has incredible consistency, sharp with the AWP as well as the AK-47, extremely versatile, and he's a star player that doesn't demand a lot. Simple's greatness came from the fact that he just beat the game. He's the best player to ever touch it. His motivation at some point was, I want to put on a show. I want the crowd on their feet as I decimate you inside the server.
Simple, are you serious? What is that? You can't do that, Simple.
And that level of greatness is really hard to achieve and might not ever be achieved again. For me, I think the GOAT conversation is a fun one. Device is the greatest CSGO player of all time. 4 majors, 21 MVPs, 20 MVPs. He was the center point for the greatest team of all time of that Astralis lineup. And then we get to ZywOo, and he's going to take the mantle of the greatest player of all time. It's just a matter of time before everyone kind of gets on board and accepts that. Someone like m0NESY, someone like Donk should be next in line to have some kind of a GOAT status conversation. You need the major trophies. You have to have them. Donk's already got one in his first rookie year. If he's doing this in year 1, where is he going to develop into? But it's competition and it's Counter-Strike, and things can change in a heartbeat.
And we're back. 12-10, folks, is where we sit pretty here for Aurora versus HOTU. Thank you for your patience.
This is where you now just rush, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, after doing that default, probably feeling a little stressed out about it, but...
Chance to catch your breath versus the solo MP9.
They're going to go right back to it. Oh, just a little bit faster outside. This could definitely be the play.
Find Secret Prime for the taking. No challenge out from heaven either.
Ooh, rotations are coming down quick. They're not double thinking this.
Santera's MP9 up, 5-7 ahead of him. Wants Woxic to take the contact so that he can go big. Wicadia is going to be tasked to make sure they don't double back through Garage, which is, by the looks of things, HOTU's next move.
Yeah, this is actually a great call from HOTU. Oh no, he didn't clear that.
Blindsided by the first, but more where that came from. Is that Desert Eagle kill, though, enough to send HOTU back downstairs? That is exactly what Aurora were looking for.
Yeah, they're getting excited about this now. They're hoping to push something back this way.
On the corner, 5-7 first, things good. MP9. A lot to be left to do here. Oh, he tries to get away, but instead the Duke of Fisura is going to catch him on the exit, and Soulfly still stuck inside of the vents. Magic caught on the window cross, so now they know of these last 2 CTs trying to dodge the threat. The AK tears through them, and we are going to round 24.
Yes, okay. So this was what was supposed to happen. This is what did happen now. And even though it was a 4v5, there was no real buy here coming in for Aurora, so... Looked like they were getting the round they were looking for, but no major disaster here for HOTU. The comeback is on.
9-3 start for the record. 9-3 T-side Aurora on their map pick. We thought to ourselves, oh, yep, here we go. HOTU just don't have what it takes to compete here on this map versus the likes of Aurora.
They could have picked Anubis. Soulfly hates this map.
7-17 at the moment. It's Wikady at the top of the charts, 26 frags to his name.
They picked it because of him.
It's wild this game has gotten this close when you look back over to the scoreline of HOTU. It's not like there's this big pop-off kind of moment, but just doing enough. It's a humble day of work.
Team effort.
Norbert ever so slightly beyond the rest. Had to take one on the chin with the pistols in the last round. Aurora could just put this all to rest right here, right now in the 24th.
They've been doing a good job of countering Xanteris outside. That's one thing. And he's been really active. Oh, that's big damage. Does he have a...
Op, though. Yo, Op hits the leg shot. Xanteris just dodges that push in through the garage. He'll have another chance, and it's being covered by Woxic.
Yeah, he's just got to watch credit card, but how long do they want to hold on to it is a question. They've got everything covered.
Oh, they figure out where he is. Kalash over top of the boxes from main roof. Gonna send 2 players downstairs as Wikady signs up for the garage fight, almost catching that player with a nade in hand.
It's a lot of control given up. He gets out of Mini, and all the while, there's some good movement downstairs from HOTU.
None from Aurora.
Yeah, no one's made this move. They kind of just want to go quickly, honestly.
So they're going to find it free for the taking. Aurora still thinking that HOTU would have been playing outside. Little do they know, 3 players deep inside of B. And the other 2 hanging around outer. Wikady catches the headshot onto Mizu. Kalash has been doing good work this round. 2 kills to his name. Oh, it's not enough. Wikady comes through, finishes that off. We go back even 3v3. And these smokes were sent down early, but the bomb's at the halfway point now. And there is no kit here on the side of Aurora. This retake has to be fast from here on out. Missed op shot gives way to Duke Fisura's position.
Can they even win now?
I don't know. Time, it's so far gone already. They have wasted their time to get down here. Wikady comes out with another, and then he's on top of the bomb, but no coverage from the double doors. And Front Tails locks this one in, sprays them down for the triple. And overtime needed after a measly 3-round CT side from HOTU.
And that's the best round yet. I mean, they actually gamed the rotation upstairs and downstairs. They got the lurk going outside. This was Aurora, who could not dislodge their big garage player, and they deal with Xanteris again. I mean, he did more damage this time around, but he didn't end up getting a kill. And they dedicated a lot of resources to trying to help Xanteris out of that situation, and he still died. And all the while, again, they didn't get caught up in one idea. They went downstairs with everybody. No rotations whatsoever. So that Duke Fisura clutch at the end of the first half mattered.
That 1v2 from heaven.
He couldn't afford it.
The unlikely couple of missed shots from Xanteris that he punished. Woxic's op placed outer.
Oh, saw both. Very sneaky getting into their spots outside. This one's just a secret lurk, however. It's coming. Bomb's coming back. Lobby. They're going to finally do an upper pop. And they're going to take it ramp, it looks like. All in the same place. Oh, op covers it.
Xanteris has to give it up as well. Fire in front of him. He goes running back outside, gets completely blindsided by Mizu, and there is nothing to talk about here for Aurora whatsoever. Wikady going to slow it downstairs, but not much more he can offer up. Good damage on Kalash. Triple kill for Kalash, in fact, as he gets his 20th frag secured.
I mean, they're looking kind of static now, right? Aurora, like, it's not like they're putting a lot of pressure back outside. The way that HOTU are getting a little better each round at staying alive longer, moving faster. And right here, it's just Madra in the exact same spot as before. And all these lurks that take place, this is a lower hit. They have the ability to take upper at the same time. Looks like Aurora are going to have to work to save this. Oh, he hit that falling down.
Insane. Frontails gets that off with accuracy. So Xanteras has just been honestly bullied at this point. Down to 19 and 21 scoreline. His CT side has not been something to talk about.
No problem killing him outside.
He had something like 5 opening kills in just the first half. Outside on the T side was where he was doing his best work, but hot and cold between the defense and the attack. We're put into a 4v3 advantage this time to HOTU's favor.
He's still up. A trade comes down quick, though, and they can actually jump on this. Soulfly, he's not had the best game so far. Bomb gets sent back, and it's really running fast, actually. Soulfly's just gonna, he's kind of suspicious about this, but Madra has no idea.
And that's gonna cost them. Kalash again from just playing the side of Redbox. He's gonna end this one. He is finding his groove now these last couple of rounds. Instant headshots on players outside. Making the most of this opportunity, up to 22 kills. And HOTU gunning for a flawless overtime at this rate.
The first pistol to win where they convert and then they make a real T-side. Oh my gosh, they got this.
The moment he hits the ground.
Yeah, so that's the worst death so far for Xanteras. He's died in all kinds of ways now. And after the first half, it's crazy they're not even scared of him. It seems like he's the one who is now. This is like Wakadia in a donk situation.
What a waste of a carry if Aurora aren't able to finish off this game. Xanteras opping ramp in contrast to what you're used to. Miss shot. Miss shot. Lands to that one, and the no-scope's ambitious, but hey, finishes it off. Woxic there with the double sniper setup's gonna start to put this one on ice. 2v4 chase down into the lower bomb site.
Not the gun you're used to seeing, but good recovery.
It was scary for a second. Those first 2 whiffs made you think it was done for, but finds his groove in the end, and now this tucked in position here from Wakadia is gonna blindside the counter opper of Frontails. Confirms the last players out here in the open, and Wakadia's got 2 for the road. So 1 round to Aurora in the overtime of their CT side.
We saw how good they were on the T side, so 1 could be enough. I think, obviously, HOTU looking to sweep that would have been so unlikely. It's crazy they won 2 in a row after that. But actually, is it? Because they made this full comeback happen. It looked like he missed, but he did leg him, I guess, right? The no-scope.
It was that or it hit the op. I saw the gun jump off the ground. Didn't catch the health bar. Either way, I think it's the Xanteras flash that saves it. Yeah. Almost looks like you shot him through the gun.
We know that's not possible for whatever reason. And you do see a dink come off of it. Maybe in CS3 guns will bleed. They can feel what we feel.
Frontails has been a bit of a nuisance. This op presence for HOTU's done some good. Perched up top with eyes outer.
Definitely, it's a new lease on life for them. Oh, and Frontails just walks away from this. There really haven't been any secret plays from the CT side from either team.
Mizu's gonna kick this off. Wakadia losing lobby control. That's the star of the show for Aurora down.
They know someone's big rush all the time, but do they get the kill? Oh, they do. Soulfly, that might be a key one.
Finds his 8th of the map.
Yeah.
Here in overtime. not been having a good go of it in the second map of the series. Invitation to head downstairs by the looks of things.
CTs are still all upper right now. So, I don't know. They saw that molly into Secret, and I feel like they just want to believe it's going to be an upper return. Xanteris, if he does die here... Oh, they're scared of upper. They're so scared of upper. Thing is, Aurora have to move.
20 on the clock. Xanteris, oof, trying to be as thorough as he needs to be. Now Kalash back sight. They're going to start to panic this in. Back's turned, and he strikes to perfection. Knows that one got by him. And then that bomb plant attempt in the back of the site. Soulfly, 20 health, pressed up against it, and Major dies in the backdrop to the single door swing. 15 rounds. HOTU have a chance to extend play.
They got another overtime guaranteed and can close out with one more. It is a totally new team after the comeback into overtime, getting better by the round. And let's face it, Aurora need Wicadia to win. It's one of the first time he dies first.
Can they stuff him out of the gate again? Big question with Wicadia's form. Utility pressure on immediately. We've got players setting up inside of the rooftops. Nades inbound. They don't find their mark. Kalash sitting on top. Gets boosted up, but the pounce could come out at any moment. And then it kind of stalls for a second. Xanteris is dead with nothing. 5v4 to try to push this series to a third. And Mizu's down, but that's all right, because teammates all around him. Major, 55 health, shaved away piece by piece. HOTU survive a 9-3 T-side from Aurora. Not enough. Unbelievable that they find more life here at Bounty.
Wicadia can drop 31 kills, but it doesn't matter when HOTU are
this could be a problem only if Aurora are... I mean, it could be a problem if Soulfly is just not good. Absolutely.
In general, yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, we've seen some debuts that have gone well. So now for Soulfly, unfortunately, he's got to be the last to prove today.
Yeah.
And he didn't have a good map on Nuke. And
I mean,
that was a map they could have won 10 times over. So
yeah.
We'll see. No, last chance here on Overpass for sure. But like when it comes to like how to play CT side and well, we'll see the approach here from Aurora, but this is one of their strongest maps, you know, in terms of what kind of game they bring.
Can Soulfly slot in and do it though? That's a big question. For now, it's the T side for Aurora. They're gonna take that quick sprint into A. Kalash, not alone here. Able to collect on Soulfly. Strong start as Duke Fissura holds off inside a connector, but it was Aurora trying to just slip this bomb into the B site instead, which at least is the one part of this plan that goes well. 2v5 though. Certainly not ideal. Make it a 1v5 off that one. Wicadia kind of pinched here as the connector fight's coming at him, but oh, it is flawless. Oh.
Well, they actually converted a pistol on Nuke, and then they made a comeback and won the map now. Now let's see if they can convert another pistol here, because and that's something to bring up because I think they failed 3 conversions so far this series. So, well, they do that now, then they're swimming.
Clinical shots coming out from your A defenders. Perfect reposition here from Duke.
Keep Aurora like mad. Keep them really mad. It was a total breakdown by the end of the game. The last like T-side exec on Nuke, like where they tried to pop upper, they were just out of it. They were out of it.
Aurora started this day with laughter. It could damn well end in frustration. Now coming into round 2 with the force buy again, you mentioned it, the amount of pistol conversions that HOTU have left on the table. Can't afford to let this one also slip the same way as the others. No kit on this round and a couple of grenades still to play off of, but HOTU taking a more passive play inside of A, leaving it on Duke to just hang on to upper bathrooms.
Big Duke.
This is why Soulfly goes to get ever closer to the short play on B. Smoke goes over top of the bathrooms.
They oversimplify and they don't clear out bathrooms, and he just waits.
And they give themselves a front smoke to just kind of get closer to things.
It can be a huge problem for them as a flank, or if they try to fall back the stairs, which they're not doing. And actually, Frontales is just evacuating. This is just too low information right now.
Monster Smoke just faded as the short play comes in. So that was Norbert watching the opposite side of B. And all the while, they're able to just trickle into this A bomb site, which has already been surrounded by Duke. 5v4, hangs onto the bathrooms play as Madger kills Kalash. Oh, but he slips underneath the offer. Can't manage to track all of Wicadia, but still takes him down to 15 health. Deep play here from Xantares. Good headshot for the one. Mizu in a pinch between Bank and the dumpster push. And Norbert's late arrival is currently on the opposite side. This is going to cause a bit of panic. Put a smoke out and try to flush him, trying to force this fight over towards Optimus. He doesn't have a kit for this, and so that 5 health from Madger, that is what's going to win this. And Aurora do it again, robbing a round after HOTU take pistol.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's really rough, but there were ways to play back against that if you were HOTU, so they didn't implore them. They kind of dug their own grave right there, and it's a good move here from Aurora, but they don't even have info on top bathrooms, and I think Duke just didn't want to blow his position. I get that, but also his teammate left. They didn't actually know what was happening outside of bathrooms. They were in such a prime spot to get a little bit more map knowledge, and they didn't look for it, and that's why they lost this round. That's why they lost so many of these conversions. HOTU.
I knew if I waited long enough, you'd find another.
Make you clap like monkey.
Smoke pin pulled for Kalash.
Who's going to be better here? He's going to get that clear off. Yeah, that's not bad here for Mizu. Very quiet. Are they going to be comfortable without short control? Oh, I mean, yeah.
Into the scout, though. Insta headshot for Xantares. That bodes well.
My goodness.
He's going to try to track you down, that pistol player, but Mizu off the short side, and then Soulfly gets the short kill, but the pistol draws attention, and now all the support's on scene. They're done for. Right back in action are HOTU.
Yeah, that was oh, okay. So that's new. They haven't got ecoed and then pulled one back right after. This is a fortuitous HOTU. This is a fortified HOTU. They're looking way more confident now. Oh. And Mizu was sort of on the other side of it, where Soulfly was having a bad map. He was struggling back on Nuke. He's looking for a revenge performance as well.
The elephant.
The elephant. Oh, the elephant's on the ground.
That's James Banks after working a double shift today. More power to you, brother.
The elephant in the room.
Maybe Darf gets here by tomorrow. Maybe. I'm just saying, Darf Mike was in Las Vegas, suddenly late for work. Frontail's ready for the attack out bathrooms, and yeesh, gets away from him as the charge comes out. The all-in from Aurora that was afforded to them, honestly. You let players walk up bathrooms like that, no contest. Of course they're going to flood your bomb site when they get the chance.
Well, fool me once.
Bomb plant goes down in the middle of all this. Unfortunately, just that one kill to kick this off for Aurora. M4 gets taken down with a tap.
Collab.
Good shot from Kalash. And Norbert's going to stick that defuse, so Soulfly will have nothing to say about this one. 3-1 for HOTU CT side, and he dies right then after the defuse. So
yeah, doesn't get away with any guns. That's quick and easy. And even though they weren't like ready, like they have Frontail there, not ready, can't even fall back without getting a kill. That got so many rotators in place and long control, so they're actually quite fine with this. They couldn't go get, like, they could protect the gun the whole time as well. I'm not sure Aurora have the energy to keep this party going.
Which is wild, because we're coming off the break. Down goes Wicadia immediately. Soulfly steps in on his own. No trade potential on that one. Just quickly popped and swept under the rug. It's triple Deagle versus 5 full buys. All that Aurora can bank on in the 5th round of play.
I bet they were excited for the prospect of Overpass before it all began. They're like, oh, worst case, we could just finish him off on Overpass. That's probably what they said.
I'm not willing to write off HOTU's T side, though, giving us some struggles. But again, I think tapping into like saying that back at Pro League, when you're able to beat Furia, even if that wasn't the Furia of today, HOTU have also had time to improve since then as well. This is months ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's still a shocking singular map result. Furia have never been bad at Overpass per se. They may have gotten better, but they've never been bad at it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. They had a run there, man. They had didn't they beat Vitality? They had like 3 good wins in a row. So it's just that it was a while ago, so it's hard to say how much it because then they beat Mongols and then they lost Spirit, Vitality, Na'Vi last one. Or was it that they took this? How long ago was that? Yeah, so Furia, Bait, Ents, and the Mongols. That's pretty solid. It's just that it was September, you know, so it's the only thing.
Eons ago.
It's kind of crazy how little they play.
You mean even for a regional competition? They're on the brink, Wonders.
They played 3 tournaments since then.
Once they rob all of Aurora's VRS points tonight, they can play even less.
Even less?
Yeah, you have so many points, you can just play less. You know, you've earned your points now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, this victory would put HOTU into the top 25 teams of HLTV.
Where are they at right now?
28th.
That's key.
This chance, though. It's going to be Bathrooms control taken. Santeras won't waste time with that one. Goes stomping forward to try to take a look at the site itself instead. He's ready for that exact... Oh, my God.
Who's ready? Clash is ready.
Walks right into that angle, held by none other than Santeras.
Yeah.
Gives him the jiggle and tears his head off. Bomb stays outside of the A site. We're getting this fallback from HOTU. Soulfly selling it.
He got 3 kills somehow.
Hook, line, and sinker. They'll clear him up.
They're going back upstairs. They know this plant's over here, but it's 2v3.
Ollie goes flying beyond the dumpster.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's gonna have to snap down, and it's not ready. Woxic right there for the headshot. Duke Fisura knows he's got 3 players ahead of him. Wicadia's gonna stop it, so Aurora find their second. And once you let Santeras move forward, I thought he'd be the key to slicing through that A site. Hell of a shot from Kalash, but still all that space gave Aurora the way to slip the bomb onto site.
I mean, this is all about Soulfly. He gets 3 kills over in B.
Draws him down. And everybody's patience outside of the A site pays off. Let Soulfly go to work.
That's what we've been waiting for Soulfly. And it's absolutely what's going to make the difference if they can bring this game back. And Terrace to flash. They have to cancel plans on that attack. Love seeing the mime negotiations.
Nobody home here for your nades, not the first nor second.
Little audible.
Ooh, you're stuck in now. Now you're forced in. Yeah, nice second Molotov there for Aurora. They forced the exit for man advantage. Frag goes deep, hits Xanterra's hard, and Norbert's gonna drop with nothing beyond that frag damage. Kalash at bat again. Oh, lineup was nearly there, but the spray gets away from him. And so it's only Frontails of all to do anything in terms of the hold. Duke down with nothing. Tons of damage across the remnants here of Aurora, but bomb plant cannot be stopped. And that's a third for the T side collected.
They can't win any of these trades, and it's also that you see how they space their nades out and try to punish anybody on wood wall, but then when there's no one there, they also have a plan for this right side of Monster, and they space it all out so slowly. It feels like they're only gonna throw one of those tactics in, but they end up using them all. That's very nice, and it's, you know, it's not too late. They have a T side. They know these rounds are gonna be harder to work for, but like this final molly after they zoned everybody out to the right and then got this op shot in, they make it look really not risky, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, this is the most comfortable attack on the site they could have, and unfortunately, HOTU sort of fell for everything that they were trying to do. Well, the VRS points won't be for free.
Chases on Xanterra's, but he takes more damage than he dishes out.
Yeah, he's going hog wild with those bursts.
Dude, he's had a rough go ever since that first half of Nuke. First half, he was excellent.
Yeah, second half of Nuke, he was a liability.
Loxhorn with another fight, still standing at 13 HP, but so is his opponent in Duke Visura.
Same exact walked up has like yielded so many positive situations for Aurora, and HOTU are kind of letting it happen again. If the mollies come down, oh wait, there aren't any actually.
Allowed to have these positions. Facing in now, still trying to chase that first kill, and the damage is good, so Duke gets there, reload on the dice box, but as he goes wild around the side, the coverage from Aurora's other players holds things off.
It's really hard to defend from inside A. That's why the CTs get so many spots to push up in. And even with MP9s and things like that, if you're in bathrooms, you can be totally fine to sit there. The only time you should really be back on the site, like without any pressure, is as if you're rotating in late or something like that. So unfortunately for HOTU, they're not tapping into the fact that Aurora, when they find something that works, what do? They
Same
always
thing.
do it again. Yeah, like that's just who they are. So it's nothing bad you could say about the way Aurora are approaching it, but HOTU, don't be surprised if they don't break what's not, they don't fix what's not broken.
Oy, and you go for the pick. One last peek towards long, and it's going to cost you. No save allowed here for HOTU. Max $3,400 on the Duke, which means we've got a save in store. And just the power of 4 rifles spacing out from the bathrooms.
Yeah.
If you're not hiding behind a dice box, you're not really hiding at all. You can take your time with the squeeze, but eventually that time comes. And it ties this game up 4-all. A little late to that cross, Frontails.
A couple of good HE grenades, but it's a pretty stark contrast in equipment value right now. I don't think even Norbert could stop this on Overpass.
Tons of utility, but none of it really finding its home. Still, you'd think USPs should never be enough, and yet here we stand with 2 frags off vanilla pistols.
Goodness.
All the grenades, what, 4 or 5 nades just there?
Yeah.
Didn't move a soul. And then USP dinks collect 2. Now, bomb, I don't
30 seconds, and it's too scared to go all the way up to A, but it just needs to go, yeah, up through blue. It's all good. They're not even scared.
Got all the time in the world.
So just wake up dinks when someone pours a bucket of water on your head when you, in the morning, to wake you up. Now they're up.
Ooh, hang on. No saves guaranteed here. Clash fight's on for it.
Terrorists win.
Best movement on HOTU.
Tell me how this happened. 1 from barrels, 1 from the boardwalk. Now, Kith. 5-4, Aurora.
The king and the pawn go in the same box.
I like that Mo calls a timeout and he's just chilling.
Yeah, he doesn't talk. That's what I've noticed.
Lean. No pressure.
It's just a control thing. When I say timeout, it's like Squid Game. Everyone has to stop.
Scary, though, to give a team like Aurora this much room on the T side, so guns to try to turn it around here and now. Round 10. HOTU with an off on Frontails. Gives a quick look over to the fountain. But that's it. Frontails immediately back. Goes all the way to the depths of bathroom instead and just welcomes that connector walkout.
Aurora's got the best boost on this map. Let's see if they can turn that into a kill. Timing's perfect.
All the variations, all the timings. Utility to try to keep that pressure up. They did a good job of zoning somebody and then forcing the opening kill when they last tried it. HOTU going to try to give them a taste of their own medicine, and it works.
This movement is so good.
On top of that, you see Soulfly trying to join up inside connector, so you think that could free somebody up to move.
The amount of times they've let this go by, but
Duke can't die.
He's got the shadow. Oh, he gets freaked out by his own shadow.
Frontails trying to put the smoke down to work around in front of bathrooms right now. His counterpart in the backdrop, missed op shot twice, into the covers, got a chance at a third shot here. Wikadia's killed his teammate rotating in, but Frontails is on the recovery. 3 shots missed out of the 4 he fires. Certainly not ideal.
This would be a crazy round to win.
Left on the table. He'll blindside 1, and the spray gets away from him. Mizu, it's only 50 damage onto Wikadia, who gets 2 kills in this one. And Aurora, 6-4 on this T side, gunning for a lead before they start their defensive half.
It's crazy how Woxic, of all people, had to save the day there. He had the shoulder peek with an op in his hand, which means he's moving extremely slowly, and he's the one to bait out the shot to get the kill on long. Otherwise, despite how many shots were missed, still a very strong position to be in if you're Frontails. Takes forever to clear that, and you can always let the op go back on cycle. So it's expertly played from Woxic, and obviously Frontails probably like, damn, I had some chances, but he could have had even more. Nothing. Look good to me.
These wallbangs are fickle.
Ooh, wow, that missed. Yeah, a little, just that little bounce, huh? That's kind of crazy. I don't, because the trail of that ends before the actual pop. So
well, Frontails, good thing he's got his vision because he's coming out big, trying to make up for the 1 round prior. Duke from behind him with a double as well. So a couple of 2Ks will make the job all the easier here by HOTU. It's the moment that they're no longer contending with the lead. Turn this one back up, side down, 6-5 lead for Aurora still, but 1 round to play out for HOTU. And it's nice to see couples of multi-kills coming together from the same bomb site.
After the T sides we saw on Nuke, I'm not holding my breath, man. I don't know who's going to win this game. I don't care that it's Overpass. It's just not guaranteed tonight. This is a decent half from Aurora, but I don't think the reason they lost was just the map.
Clashes still look stable. The Dukes brought some to the table, but Woxic gonna take his head off for the 5v4 in round 12.
Damn.
Ooh, a little slow to the draw there. Soulfly still collects the headshot and the man advantage that comes with it.
Oh, he just kept peeling back. Just didn't take the fight. Just take the fight, Duke. Your name's Duke Visora. You're the coolest guy in here. Believe in yourself.
And then Woxic on the angle is going to find a second one in this round. It's 2 op headshots. The overkill coming out from Aurora, sending a bit of a message as they go 3v1 up in round 12.
Damn.
Hopeful that somebody just walks out into B, and even if that is the case, it's 1 kill. And that bomb's going to commit on the other half of the map. Tough choice if you push into the short side of things.
This is the first. Was it a jump?
Yep.
Oh, that's
beautiful shot.
Filthy. That is filthy.
Mizu's chance to try to close out. Honestly, bomb got delayed slightly. Look how much there's still remaining on that timer. Mizu's got a kit, an entire kit of utility to go with it.
Okay. And
4 grenades.
The last place you'd expect him to come from? Oh.
But he starts stomping, gives away the element of surprise, and Madras right there for the headshot. So Aurora's 7-round T-side. In so many other moments, you'd think this one's in the bag. But T-sides have been strong tonight, and HOTU have fueled their first comeback doing exactly that. An offense awaits an elimination for the loser. And so the final half of this series set to begin with an advantage for Aurora. 7 rounds on the T side of Overpass Launders. That's so much. It's enough to inspire so many.
That's so many of them.
Surely enough. That's what you'd usually say. But the fact that we're even on a third map means HOTU have already pulled comebacks out of the hat. A 9-3 T side from Aurora to start map 2. That wasn't enough.
Yeah, I mean,
so what's a 7-5 right now, huh?
Numbers don't really matter. We might find out this game as well. That might prove that theory.
I agree. I'm a colors guy, personally.
I'm a smell guy.
Stay away from me. We got a smoke. We got 2 flashbangs here for Frontales. We got Madger running it down long, stomping all the while. That's fine, because he's got Berettas inside of the doorway to kind of, catch one off. So hook, line, and sinker. The old bait and switch for the 5v4 in the pistol.
They're giving this the big wraparound. The reorganization into the front of bathrooms. It's kind of interesting because, like, they do get by HOTU. Like, they are going into the right place that has been evacuated. But the setup still covers things. Still like it from Aurora. Let's see.
Long emphasis spotted. Madger's only confirmed 1. Now he sees the second on the jump, so the Berettas are going to change their attention. Ooh, Madger. Oh, okay. All 3 down long, just popped by Madger on his own. Oh, what was that? I mean, I can't blame Chev. You switch to the Berettas. There's 3 guys point blank long. Surely Xanteres is going to kill them.
Yeah.
But it's Madger instead.
Daddy's home. Boom. 2.
Oh.
Wow. What was that? 5 bullets.
5,
Boom.
I think. 1. 2. 5 shots, 3 frags.
Presente.
Surgical for the second pistol off of the in-game leader of Aurora. Now pistols for the attack. They're not the big kind either.
Yeah, little floppy pistols.
Kind of pistols that can't even spam this smoke if they wanted to.
They milk these rounds.
Try to wait for somebody to make a mistake, to overstep or something, but instead you're met by flames and flashes. And then some jump spots here for Aurora, looking to get rambunctious, looking to confirm that you are indeed knocking on the door of the B site. But it's flesh from bone. Great cover from Wicadia, not a single casualty here. Quad kill for Wicadia. He is just feasting on the ADR tonight.
He's had a big day. It could be spoiled, but so far it's been a big day. And I mean, they kind of just have to walk this home now since they've got that second pistol and the conversion. Last time I couldn't see the comeback happening from HOTU, I was dead wrong. And I think, like you pointed out once, there wasn't even any one player that had an outstanding scoreline, period.
No, they just
They didn't
grinded
emerge by the end or anything, yeah.
Look at the confidence, though, that's starting to come through. Maybe it's...
Here it is. This is how they do it. They
Confidence.
kill Xanteres outside to kick things off. Then it's just like Nuke.
Xanteres hasn't really been a driving factor across this map. Feels like you're going to have to kill Wicadia, which was also a problem back on Nuke that you couldn't quite handle. Until you could. But for quite some time, he was trying to keep the team afloat. What was it, beyond 30 kills?
Yeah. Well beyond.
Lights out performance on map 2 for Wicadia, 16-9 at the moment.
16-9. What's your New Year's resolution?
Burned out from Dice. Snacks. Wacadia gonna have a round where he doesn't get a kill. I think that's the better question, not whether HOTU can get in on this. These were guns, folks, and they get absolutely shredded by even just the MP9. Norbert will find an open B bomb site. That's the bomb inbound.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. They don't have a smoke, though, but they can cover with just his AK. Do they get a safe plant in? Well, it comes down to heaven. And they don't blow it up in time, so the bomb will go down.
Yeah, plants it opposite side. Means you can't fall back into the short play, unfortunately. Norbert has to play the ramp instead. In anticipation of that graffiti push, he'll play left side pillar.
I mean, look at these guns. It's not that convincing here for Aurora. They've got to be careful.
Timing, too.
Yeah.
They just suddenly burst out through heaven. That's going to catch one of the two off guard. Norbert can't handle the heat of all these retake coming in from 3 separate directions. And what's crazy there is Aurora just pounced on that retake with no real announcement.
Yeah.
You're watching heaven, you look away, you go to look back up, and before you can put your crosshair back to where it was just 2 seconds sooner, Aurora have decided to go for the pounce, and that's going to net them this 10-5 lead. All kicked off by Wacadia.
Better no utility. No one's playing anti. Use your extra bodies as a resource, and that's just what they do here. Once again, not even Norbert can stop them. Shut down at the front gate, trying to get into the A side. That's pretty much where the round is lost. And yeah, it's boosts like these, and it's mostly on CT side where they can really flex them. That makes Aurora hard to beat on this map.
Feels like Madger is such a good example of somebody who just comes in, you know, with a call. Even if it's a small thing, sprinkle it in, keep it fresh.
Yeah. I think it's also everyone knows every boost, right? But it's their timings that are so good. They always seem to make it in a place where you're like, oh, wait, they're boosting now?
Saw that shadow.
Yeah.
And Norbert's about to get... Oh, never mind.
Nice clear.
Holds for it instead, and we get evened out 4v4.
Oh,
good nade,
they
though.
Pay for it a little. Nothing's for free.
Oh, snapshot from Santeras. Beautiful stuff. The problem here now for HOTU is that cut off one side of your attack. It's an all-in force from Long, and Santeras back to finding headshots.
Just like not everyone can do that. So what are you supposed to do in response? He's crushing the whole time.
It's been a while since we've seen that kind of an accuracy from him. It's been since the beginning of Nuke, in fact, but taps right back into the potential he's held.
That's a good
for
point.
A damn near decade.
One clip like that, and like, forget about everything that went wrong for a map. Cool. It's just a magnet. Credit to Wacadia. He's kind of just been having fun all the while, I think. A timeout remaining for HOTU. It's Mo talking. We can't confirm or deny.
Allowed to group up into short, though. Again, we think you give them space, and maybe they're able to jump down into the site, but it's been a flawless CT side so far for Aurora. Can't forget, this was a 4-1 lead for HOTU once upon a time. 4-1 to 5-11. Paints a very bleak picture
Xanter's just going to walk into, a pretty fruitful situation, I thought.
Looked like he had that one on a silver platter, but just missed the timing of the head around the edge. 45 seconds, and there's starting to be this walk back to T-spawn.
Yeah,
At 40 seconds, you peel back somewhat.
Oh, yeah, they realized.
They know that that's not really an option, so even if this B commitment doesn't feel right, you know something's wrong.
Soulfly also has a molly. This is going to be so rough.
And that's just going to confirm everything you were fearing. Norbert dies first as well before everybody else can go for the commitment, and now you have to ask, do you even want to do this at 20 seconds? You know damn well what lies ahead of you, so you just have to somehow break through, and with one kill, they will find a good amount of space. Enough space to plant, perhaps. No, sir. Madger's got other ideas. Another double kill to his name. Frontail's occupied with the monster fight, comes in a bit too late, and they knew that was going to happen. They could feel it in their guts.
Yeah, they do have a problem of, like, in some of these situations, they do it a lot on pistols, but they go totally silent, then they sit behind smoke, and then they just assume, even if the map's not getting pushed, the other team has no idea that we're here waiting. But almost every time we've seen Aurora is, like, very clear that there's someone here, they just have to wait patiently. They had the nade spaced out to do it. So it's not as tricky as I feel HOTU think it is. And this could be where it ends. One final go. Two guys with any utility left. And Xanter suddenly starting to
Right
pump back
to
into
it, huh?
form, yeah.
Feels like once he can feel it, the frustrations of maybe Nuke's extension eventually wash off, and so down to the 1 versus 4. HOTU come out swinging. Tried to give a test of it on Mirage, made a hell of a comeback over on Nuke, but unfortunately for them, this is single elimination at the Bounty, and we say farewell HOTU. Congratulations, Aurora, surviving the heartbreak of not being able to finish this 2-0. That 9-3 Nuke is gonna leave us scratching our heads and maybe leaving them picking Anubis next time instead.